Porto, and I kid you not, I could blow the roof of this airport.
Excuse me?
I could blow the roof off this airport. Go and get the third, but go and get it responsibly. And most importantly, do not give away any stupid goals. We do the exact opposite. We do the exact opposite. I love Destiny. That's my guy. That's one of my favourite players. And I want him dropped the next game.
Oh, shit.
He had a absolutely insane stinker.
This thing's gonna give me a heart attack.
Just get rid of the fucking ball. Get rid of this damn ball.
I know I'm gonna get a heart attack.
How is that even? You need to be putting this game to the damn sword. But in the end of the day, you cannot defend the caliber of goals we conceded today. A serious fucking team does not concede those damn goals. 3 points. It was there. Yeah, they're good players.
Back off, everybody, back off.
Some games they are, some games they're not.
What the hell is
Man,
he
I'm pressing the red self-destruct button and just killing.
Shoot him if you have to.
Madison in second half, hiding, pathetic performance. We're meant to rely on you to get us results. Terrible result. Oh, I've had enough. Yeah, we could go and win next week and win after the week after the week after the week after.
Bloody shot.
I'm talking about this team.
Bottle, isn't it?
Got him out on bail. We have to bail him out. We got him out.
Broski, I feel to pull it. Oh, I feel to pull that intro. That was
Now that's insane.
I'm in Porto, and I kid you not, I could blow the roof of this airport.
Excuse me?
I could blow the roof off this airport. Go and get the third, but go and get it responsibly. And most importantly, do not give away any stupid goals. We do the exact opposite. We do the exact opposite. I love Destiny. That's my guy. That's one of my favourite players. And I want him dropped the next game.
Oh, shit.
He had a absolutely insane stinker.
This thing's gonna give me a heart attack.
Just get rid of the fucking ball. Get rid of this damn ball.
I know I'm gonna get a heart attack.
How is that even? You need to be putting this game to the damn sword. But in the end of the day, you cannot defend the caliber of goals we conceded today. A serious fucking team does not concede those damn goals. 3 points. It was there. Yeah, they're good players.
Back off, everybody, back off.
Some games they are, some games they're not.
What the hell is
Man, I'm
he?
pressing the red self-destruct button and just killing.
Shoot him if you have to.
Madison in second half, hiding, pathetic performance. We're meant to rely on you to get us results. Terrible result. Oh, I've had enough. Yeah, we could go and win next week and win after the week after the week after the week after.
Bloody shot.
I'm talking about this team.
Bottle, isn't it?
It's too good. It's too good.
Oh, so good. We have to play
Wow.
it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is cinema.
Yeah,
That is
pure
That
cinema.
is cinema. Don't go anywhere.
I listen.
On your YouTube and watch that
If,
cinema.
big up Thuggery always.
Now,
But
real
if
talk.
you're not subscribed to Tap in TOBS by now,
Facts.
listen,
Tell him.
I thought Saeed was the GOAT. But
He's the GOAT.
there might be a new GOAT around town with the way TOBS has been moving with his match reactions.
Go.
recently. Because what I saw yesterday, what we just saw in that intro, we might never see it again.
Bro.
I don't even know. There might still be
think-
repercussions off the back of what goes.
Bro, I'm telling you.
It's
No,
gonna-
I think we will
it's
see
gonna
it
go
again.
viral, and I don't know what's gonna happen off the
He
back of
doesn't. There's no social anxiety going on with him when Tottenham lose. Like, he's in an airport. He said, "I will blow the roof off this place." There's a person standing behind him.
Bro,
Again.
wait.
Bro.
No, we need some clarification here because obviously, look, we're all excited after watching that, right? I just want to know, and I was speaking to Turkish before we went live, like seriously, because we haven't had a chance to speak. Toby, how many hours later, wherever, you've calmed down and everything else. Did you know what you were saying at that point, brother? In an international airport, brother. Do you know what you were saying?
Of course, I fucking knew what I was saying.
He's still
My head gonna explode. I'm saying my head is gonna fucking explode. That's why I'm saying I'm gonna blow the roof of this off this airport because my head was gonna explode.
Bro,
Like,
do you know the repercussions, the possible? We could have had a Saeed type scenario in New York. Was it New York? Where
Bro,
was it?
it could have been worse than that.
Carjacking.
It could have been
It could have
worse.
been worse.
Oh no, it was on the way to LA.
On the way to LA.
Yeah.
Yeah, when brother
Yeah.
Saeed thought he's getting interviewed, but really he was getting arrested.
Brother Nini ended up doing
No,
a
but I
fan
would have
cam.
gone back home though. He would have literally had to stay in port overnight. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I would have went back home and just happy families. You would have been looking at,
fan cam with
You know?
security. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Crazy.
Jeez, man.
Yeah, he would never have got back into America if he'd have got nicked there for that.
That's over.
MI5,
Big Six
man.
America it will be over.
The big five in America because you get all.
bro,
What
sorry.
a reaction!
Like,
What a reaction!
People,
What is Spurs doing
my
to
girlfriend,
you, man?
I
What is
see
your
my
clubs doing to you,
Your
lot,
fiance.
man?
Where was your go at this point?
my fiance was fuming at me because I would just
Mm.
like both, even when Spurs scored, when we were winning, like because of my expression, like
Yeah.
I went mad. And she's like, "You're embarrassing me." And then
Nah.
obviously, what happened?
We got the
What
wifey.
happened?
Ah.
What happened, and it was mad. Like it was, I literally had to like. I think I realized how mad I was getting, and because I was watching it in this calf, there were bare people, so I had to. You'll notice the match. I've had to go off and find a corner because the way I was screaming, bro, like I genuinely could have punched the hole through a wall. Honestly, like even thinking about it just makes me so angry right now. And I know you don't want to rip Spurs, so please have at it, man. Just rip this team.
No,
'cause
you're gonna rip them better than us. That's for damn sure. There's
No,
no
we
one
do it
here is gonna rip
justice.
them better than you.
We
We
can't
will
do
not
it
do
justice.
it justice. Yeah, we will not. We will not do it justice.
Yeah, we don't care. As
I
much
mean,
as you
yeah,
do.
I got things to say, but like I said,
Yeah.
you are
Nah,
the guy.
say your things first, please, because
Are we going straight into that Turkish or?
We got to, man. You got to. There's nowhere
It
else.
makes sense.
Where
Makes
else
sense.
is there?
Makes sense. I mean, we
How
learned.
many times have we seen this scenario though, right? And we all kind of gloss over it, and we just brush it off like Spursy. Like that's what we say, innit? Like, could this be a Spursy moment? Like this is.
I think it's worse than that. You know, this time I think
Elaborate.
it's worse because you're 2-0 up, right? And there's bottling it, and then there's what they did, and there was no reason to capitulate. That's the thing.
None.
There was literally no reason to capitulate. The way that they played in that first half, it was it was proper Ange football. Do you know what I mean? They're playing well. They're bopping it about the pitch. They got confidence.
well.
Brennan Johnson, Maddison, everybody's having fun. And Brighton are not a team that, listen, Brighton are a very good team, but they're not a team that I envision Spurs would capitulate against.
If
Do you
this
know what I
was
mean?
City away, right, we can ramp it up. If this was Liverpool away, we know. Even Arsenal away. No disrespect. This is Brighton away. No disrespect. Brighton are a very handy team on their day.
Mm.
If you have any aspirations of being classed as a big boy team, and hold on, we're gonna get into it. Hopefully, a big boy coach, because we've said very nice things about Ange.
Mm.
A lot of the media have said nice things about him, but it's getting to a point, and I know brother Toby is probably want to really get into it. But you can't tune it up hosting.
That's the anti-terrorism unit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You better answer that, man. You better answer that call, man. Because your front door's coming off. The door's coming off. Answer the call.
Yeah. Step outside, Mr. Tapping Toes.
But you know what it is, Grizz? I'm not surprised that they lost the game. Like, it's the way they lost it. Like, if
It's
you
the
told
manner,
me
yeah,
Spurs
you're right.
would lose to
Lost
Brighton, I would
3-2,
be like,
no
okay,
problem.
yeah. But the way that they lost, it's just mind-boggling to me. And it's like
From
it
where
was
they
a
were
cap-
playing, though, Matisse, they were playing so, like you said, they were playing
100%.
so good.
Jazzy
100%.
Jeff, man. Jazzy Jeff. Jazzy Jeff.
Don't get him started, man.
And like you've got Udogie. I very rarely see Udogie make blunders like he made.
Yeah,
Then it just seemed to just be like a catalogue of. It just be like it was a catalogue of errors after that. Like everybody else just started joining in. It was like, well, hold on a second, keep your heads. And I don't know, I don't know if it's Ange before kickoff saying we're not going to control. It's going to be fun for the fans. I don't know.
Is that what he said?
It clearly wasn't for Tottenham fans he was speaking to. He must have been speaking to every other fan. He said, you're all going to have fun. Yeah, I mean, you're going to enjoy this game because
I forgot what he said. Yeah, before the game, he said something mad. Where
the reporter said, "Do you want to control?" And he said, "No, we're not going to control. We're just going to,
let me get the exact
go."
What a prick!
The chat will probably get it before I.
So we're going to entertain. We're gonna,
What a prick!
It's going to be an entertainment.
What he said.
Yeah.
Then he doesn't.
But obviously now in hindsight, it looks mad because that's exactly what happened. Do you know what I mean? They didn't control shit. Yeah, I'm just puzzled a little bit.
Funny, isn't it?
And Romero, by the way, I'm sorry I have to take Saeed's side. Like Romero can't keep. We can't keep doing this. This brother is not playing very well right now.
I'm not even putting Romero. I'm doing Udogie today. Udogie deserves more. Like
to be fair, Udogie's been better this season than Romero. That's the funny thing. I think. Do you know what I mean?
You know what's mad? You know what's mad, guys? It's like Toby was on cloud 9 last week. Did you not see the energy that Toby had? And rightly so. He beat United 3-0 away from home. But you come back down to reality, man. And it's just like,
mad.
Tottenham, innit? That's why, like, that's why I said what I said. I said bottlers, innit? That's the history of the Tottenham. You're 2-0 up against a Brighton team. And you bottle it, And the same player you were disrespecting a couple of weeks ago, Danny Welbeck. I mean, you not forgot that?
Wait, what did you say you're gonna call him if he dunks on you? You said you're gonna call him something on this show if he dunks on you.
I don't know.
He said that. Am I making this up?
I forgot, brothers. I forgot,
No, he said
Danny
Welbeck dunks on us. I'm calling him. I'm saying,
can we get someone?
Tobes right now. Tobes right now is in the form of his life. The players that he calls out, they jump immediately.
He is on a roll right now.
Fucking Kovacic, fucking Calafiori, fucking Welbeck.
He's on a
run, bro.
Jota scored the winner. Remember Jota scored the winner this week.
Yeah.
We'll speak on him. Don't worry.
He's on form, bro.
Every person he spoke on has scored in the last 2 weeks.
Bro, don't play with me.
Even Brendan Johnson, because me and him were cussing out Brendan Johnson, rightly so. Brendan Johnson, yo, I've got goals.
Oh, it's mad.
Since Toby ripped Johnson, he's not stopped scoring.
I know.
Bro,
he said that brother Kovacic. Let me speak. And Kovacic turned into fucking Prem Gundogan.
And then John Stones, then that happened. You just best.
This goes back to Joe Willock though. He's done it a few times over the years.
Yeah, Joe Willock. Yeah,
Joe Willock. Yeah.
Where's Joe Willock now? Where's Joe Willock now?
Man, still fighting.
Where are you now?
I think it's the real one.
Where are you?
He's risen up. He didn't have that one.
I think Havertz, he started the serious one with Havertz.
Yeah, in the summer, innit?
Ever since he called him trash, obviously in LA, and then he's now done and equaled Van Persie's record. So this is great. Fantastic.
Bro, it's mad, bro. But listen, man, it's beautiful, isn't it? Because it just shows you, man, Toby, man, you can get your chest up 1 week and then back to reality. That's why GRIZZ said it, man. Football's a humbler. It's a classic example of why football's a humbler. You know what I mean? You can be up there and you're back down and you're doing mad threats in an airport, and it's all.
You know what though? You know what? The night before in the group chat, he wanted to talk about Man City's defending, and then he was sat there all like smoked with the and Madison playing this and playing that. And now I didn't even want to talk about defending. I said, don't talk about defending after what happened.
Too many chances.
And the manager, Paul Bearer, he looked like Paul Bearer when the Undertaker left. Remember when the Undertaker got off and Paul Bearer just stood there, just looking around like nothing. That's what Ange looked like at the end. Paul Bearer with no Undertaker, just stood there
head down, man.
I'm getting a bit sick of him, to be honest, now, because I give him the benefit of the doubt and he speaks well and all that. But he's going down that road where the fans are there, they're paying their hard-earned money, they're backing you 100%. What the fuck are you doing at the end of the game when you've just threw a 2-0 away against... Because them Tottenham fans got made to look like absolute bellends because they were bouncing around in that away end 2-0 up thinking we're taking the piss. Then Brighton come back and done that. And he just stood there looking like... And he don't even say anything. He don't say, I'm sorry, I'm going to... Trust me, I'm going to get the boys going next week. Without anything to where you go home and think, okay, we'll take that one on the chin. He just stands there like Paul Bearer. We know Undertaker, like we've said, just like, ooh, I'm fucking doing now. You know what I mean? And I just, he's starting to, he's gonna be going on the fraud list soon. I'm telling you now.
Is this one obviously?
You don't want to be on Steve's manager.
Yeah, you don't want to be on
the fraud list. He'll be unemployed in 18 months with you know, Tommy and that. So. But no, honestly,
hey, listen, Tommy might be in the job tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Well, it won't be a very good job. Let's put it that way. But let me tell you this: Tottenham did not even look worried. I watched the game and I thought 2-0. Brighton were terrible. I turned it over, and then when I seen in the group chat popping off, I was like, no way. And like, so I don't know what the answer is there. I mean, the United result, you know, it's United, isn't it? Who gives it? Fucking United, everyone beats them. Yeah. So that's not even, you can't even go off that. And but Toby, talk to me about the manager, man. What's the feeling amongst the Spurs fans about this manager? Does he feel like if he just stands there and looks sad, everyone just feels sorry for him or something?
Listen, I actually wanted to talk a lot about the players, to be fair. But the issues with Ange, they're well documented. Like the results that we've had, that's not gone in our favor. I've come on here and I've been quite vocal on his stubbornness to change and his speed in which he wants to make changes. Like I feel like Liverpool last season was a prime example at Anfield. Why is it taking us to get to the point where we're 4-0 down for you to realize, oh wait, Emerson Royale, he can't play left back. Oh wait, you need to make some of these changes. You need to adjust the midfield a little bit. Like, and I feel like there's way too many matches where Ange Postecoglou just lets the game happen to him. Like you need a manager who's going to be a bit more proactive. Like not every game is going to go the way you expect it to go. And this is what, and that will lead me onto the players shortly. I actually don't really put much blame on him for that result. I think a lot of people are confusing the broader issues we have with Ange Postecoglou with yesterday's game. If I look at yesterday's game in isolation, sorry, man. As much as I think the manager has his criticisms, even though I want him to stay, as much as I think the manager has these criticisms, as much as I feel like he's a bit stubborn, sometimes he's too rigid, I can't be talking about the manager when I see that second half that I saw yesterday. I just can't. Sorry. I just can't. I cannot. Like, and you, I think Grizz, you said, you or Matisse said, like, I don't think we've seen, you made a comment about the results saying, oh, like, even by Spurs standards, like we talk about Spurs, I don't think we've seen stuff like this. We have seen stuff like this before. We've seen Zagreb, we've seen Man City, we've seen Spurs getting blamed 7-2 at home by Bayern. We've seen so many of these results where there's just a spineless just core, and it actually makes me sick. It makes me sick that everything that these players, these managers, these fans, they say about Tottenham, it makes me sick that they've got merit in what they say. It actually makes me sick, bro. That's why, like, I can crack a joke here that the Paul Bearer thing made me laugh, but genuinely, I'm incensed. I'm enraged, bro. I couldn't care one bit about that video with Skull. Like, it's a great edit. That doesn't make me angry. Yesterday makes me angry. Like, seeing that shit unfold, it makes me angry, bro. Because what kind of spineless team can be coasting and you lose? Like, you're losing to this team. Like, I'm probably older than the Brighton manager, bro. Like, I'm sure he's a good manager, but I'm older than the guy, bro. And a guy who's my junior, Matisse's age, bro, is best in Ange Postecoglou. So, yeah, we can talk about the manager. Like, the manager has got issues. He's got clear coaching flaws
that is probably going to hinder him from being a bona fide success at Tottenham if he doesn't adjust things. But he's adjusted things in recent weeks, and Spurs have seen the fruits of those adjustments. But yesterday, when it was time to adjust, when the result isn't going in your favor, he didn't adjust, and he paid the ultimate price. But I don't want to hear about no manager when our starting left back is literally slicing the ball and giving Minte an open goal to shoot at. I don't want to hear about the manager when there's 7 players in our fucking box. There's 2 Brighton players for the third goal. There's 2 Brighton players, v7. How the fuck are they scoring? I don't want to hear about the manager. Sorry. That's basics. That is basics from experienced players. Our captain, bro. Our vice captain. Our left-sided centre-back who's actually been fantastic for Tottenham. Our left back who's been a good player. Matisse, you said, oh, it's uncharacteristic for Destiny. This is not uncharacteristic. And this is coming from someone who rates this guy heavy. It is not uncharacteristic. I've lost count of the amount of goals that Spurs have given away because Destiny just has some ridiculous lapse in concentration. He'll do something stupid, give away the ball, like just turn over possession, to overcomplicate things in risky areas.
So why this all come to head now then? All
I've never heard of this criticism for Destiny's Child before.
So he's been a bum.
He's not a bum. He's not a bum. But he's not a bum. But let's not pretend as if I've not criticized.
Is he a bozo?
He's got bozo gene. Absolutely. He's 1,000%.
I've never heard of this.
Yes, I have. Yes, I have. At the start of the season, I said he's not playing well.
You heard
Doggy. He is better than Dalot. He is better than Dalot. What's your point? You spent damn near 200 million pound on players, and they can't even start against Aston Villa.
Speak on Van de Ven. Speak on Van de Ven, please.
Yeah, I will speak on Van de Ven. He had a terrible game.
Without his pace, what is he?
He's still a quality defender. What do you mean without his pace? Yes, I think so.
I can't lie to you. Sometimes when I look at Van de Ven, it's like he's getting twisted up, batted up. Like he's a bit awkward, isn't it? Have you not noticed? He's a bit lanky.
Name the game.
Let me land my point, man. No. I've seen this in multiple games where this guy, with this little pace in there, yeah, this brother is all over the place, dangling his leg out and that. Bro, I've seen it, bro. I've seen it with my own eyes.
Tell me the games. Tell me the games. Brighton,
this Van de Ven, you guys, yeah, without his pace, I'm seeing things, guys. This Van de Ven, you got to watch out for him,
Name the games.
You got to watch out for him.
Name the games. Brighton,
there's games I've seen, bro. I'm not going to give you names. There's the Brentford game that I watched.
What happened
this season? I've watched the game against Wolves. Wolves game where you literally narrowly won. I've seen games where this brother is getting twisted up, batted up, bro. I've seen it with my own eyes.
We didn't beat Wolves last season. What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh my days, bro. I have seen it with my own eyes.
Oh, last year,
Romero, but massively, Van de Ven. I'm telling you guys, watch him. If there's no pace here, I'm telling you now, yeah, you can see him dangling his leg out. He's a bit awkward defensively. I've seen it for me personally. If you haven't seen it, cool. You will see it. I'm not saying he's a bad defender.
I am not from a guy that watches Johnny Evans and fucking Harry Maguire every week trying to tell you that.
I'm not saying he's a bad defender, Toby.
It was Newcastle.
I'm not saying he's a bad defender. I am not saying he's a bad defender, Toby. But I'm just saying sometimes when I watch him, yeah, he's dangling his leg out. He gets turned easily. That's just for me when I've seen it, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. But carry on.
I don't agree that he gets turned easily. I don't agree with that. I think you're making hyperbolic statements because of there's recency bias in your analysis, and it's so clear. But it's fine. I was rising to the bait that you were dangling in my face. I'm not gonna rise to it anymore, right? Mickey Van de Ven,
so much it got to Toby, bro. Toby's
Mickey Van de Ven.
I didn't mean to troll.
Mickey Van de Ven had a shocking game. Let's just call it what it is. I don't like all this I don't like all these sweeping statements. Oh, he had a shocking game, therefore, he only relies on plays. No, you're big content creator on 100 and something thousand subscribers. Let's actually analyze the game of football. Can we do that? Can we do that?
We're talking about it right now. We're talking literally about right now. Can we talk about Ange Postecoglou bringing on Basir at the star and what's it called, Mickey Van de Ven? Can we talk about that? 85th minute. What's he gonna do then? Can we talk about that?
Let's talk about the lot. I just want us to actually analyze the game of football. Let's not.
Well, I want you to analyze it. I want you to analyze it and tell us.
I did.
Wait, you don't even know what I'm asking you, man. Why are you talking? You don't even know what I'm asking you. I'm saying from 2-0 up, can you analyze us what Ange should have done and what he actually done? From 2-0 up in terms of substitutions, changes, when he saw the momentum shift, what could he have done? What should he have done? What he as compared to what he didn't do? Because like Steve says, to us, and we don't watch him week in, week out like as much as you do, he stood there, and this is what we are, mate. That's all said and done. So what went wrong?
Can you guess what it is yet? A week, a week.
So for me, I think
that's fucking worse than Steve's fucking impression. Don't even do that. Saeed's impression. That's worse than Saeed's impression.
So
can he play the didgeridoo? Can he play the didgeridoo? He's from Australia. Can he play that? Does anyone know?
I don't even know what that is.
Google a didgeridoo, man.
Didgeridoo.
Is it some sort of musical instrument?
Playing didgeridoos when they beat City that time.
Listen,
Some sort of musical instrument, isn't it?
Yeah, you're saying no blame, but 3 goals went in back to back, and he didn't do nothing about it. That's what Steve's saying. Like he's just standing there. And
I'm not even saying there's no blame. I'm saying that can't be the first thing I'm talking about in this game in isolation. And a lot of people.
But what did he say before the game, though?
What the fuck is that?
Sorry, City Chargers.
Man City are one of the best is all I heard.
Yo, what's going on here? Yo?
It was YouTube.
What's Matisse doing out here, man?
Yo, Matisse, secret agent. What's going on here?
What did he say before the game, Todd? Because I think that's very relevant to how this game unfolded. I swear he said something about, I'm not going to tighten it up, but it's probably not the best thing to do, but you're going to be...
He said, so I think they asked him about like control and like keeping games tight and stuff. He said, that's not how we play. We keep the game open.
This is my fucking point. How can you not criticize him?
Yeah, but nobody. What do you mean? How can you not criticize him?
If your manager is saying that before a game of football, and then what you witnessed was the most chaotic. Calm down. I'm so calm. I'm just thinking, why you?
Yeah, so but you're interrupting. One, I didn't even see that interview until after the game, and when I saw that interview, I was just thinking, what the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about?
But don't you think it's very relevant because that interview, and then you think what GRIZZ is saying is you're 2-0 up. You think about that interview. You lose 3-2. You think about that interview. It's like he's already excused what happened in the next 90 minutes because you're going to be entertained. He's not going to switch it up. So I get you wanting to talk about the players. And I never, you know what, throughout the last year, I haven't really said much about Ange. I think he seems a decent guy. He's got a philosophy, but it's kind of crossed the line of naivety now because he even got rattled a couple of weeks ago. Said,
"I win." Where were you? He crossed the line last season. This is what I don't get. Like, do you man listen to what I say sometimes on these? No,
shows? But a year, but a year. You give the guy a year to see what he's about, see what he does in the summer after that year, and then you can really start kind of questioning whether he's crossed that line or not. Because you are right. Last season the questions were there, but then against City, they did tighten it up in that one game. So could he do it? Is he going to do it? Is that a plan B or C now? But obviously, get 7 games in, it's not a plan B, and he's excusing it before a kickoff of a game you've lost 3-2, having been 2-0 up.
That's my point, Turkish.
But nobody excuses that. That he deserves every ounce of criticism.
Flogging. You're not flogging him though. You want to flog the players.
No, I want to flog the players for the goals that we conceded. I'm talking about the game. I'm not talking about his comments. I'm talking about the game, brother. I'm talking about manager.
He didn't manage.
Bro, I'm not disagreeing with your point.
Okay.
I didn't disagree. I've not disagreed with anything anyone has said about the game management. I'm talking about the goals because to not talk about the goals and
how it happened,
the goals, you're letting players off the hook. You're enabling bad defending, bro. Because how many times have I come on here and said these guys aren't bad players? I think the defense is being put under duress because of the manager's tactics. So this talk about I'm not talking about the manager is false. I've been telling you lot for months. Our rest defense is shit. Our off the ball structure is shit, and it's why we get bludgeoned. We concede chance. It's not been like that this season. We're not conceding that many chances in games. The defense has improved somewhat this season, but the problem with the manager is he doesn't want to change. He doesn't want to change. And that's going to be his Achilles heel, because you're going to get games like yesterday where you could have done everything possible and football just footballs. Like football is like life. Like sometimes shit happens. Sometimes games go in the way that you don't want the game to go. And it's your job to adjust, right? Inferior managers do it. Better managers do it. What makes him so special that he can't do it? That's the criticism on him. But again, I don't want to have to make that my focus for this game in isolation. That's a broader criticism on Ange Postecoglou. That's been the criticism from most Spurs fans this season. So this talk on, when you're going to put pressure on the manager, he's been under pressure. He's been under pressure. You saw it after the Arsenal game. You saw it after the Leicester game. You saw
That's
it.
why I said he struggled this season.
Like we've spoken about Ange a million times. I've spoken about Ange a million times on this platform. But yesterday, what I saw from those defenders, what I saw from those midfielders, players that were meant to rely upon, why the fuck do they get to just escape criticism? Why is it all on the manager? Why?
That's not all on him, 100%.
So that's
what Saeed's saying. He's going through players. Yeah, and Saeed's saying he's going through players.
But Saeed's going through players, and he's making these sweeping statements that have no basis. A man puts 2 horrific performances in like 40 appearances, and all of a sudden he's not that good, or he's just.
And also, this persistence with Werner is it's a bit weird. I can't lie, man. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what he's thinking. Yeah, he got the assists, but overall, his game is so rubbish, bro.
And on the watch along, what was I saying before the game? Who were the two tormentors, chief tormentors that were waffling before the game?
But at the same time, I was saying that Maddison should have been subbed off. I wasn't saying who should be brought on.
I'm not even talking about you. I'm talking about top left and bottom right.
Okay, sorry.
The Werner apologists.
I routinely,
so bad, man.
When he signed, I said, "What's Ange playing at? What's the club playing at?" Every time he starts, I tweet my disgust. Go check my Twitter. Within 1 minute, I said, I'm gonna start blocking people that come into my mentions, telling me about the good that this guy's doing. And I think every single time Ange plays this guy, it's a black mark. You're literally shooting yourself in the foot. It's stupid.
But the thing is, so now you've put yourselves in a position where you potentially have to rely upon starting a 17-year-old who may not be ready for week in, week out Premier League football.
You don't have to start the 17-year-old. Just don't play this guy. He's arse. You don't. And again, that's the criticism of Ange Postecoglou. So Grizz asked me, what could you have done in the second half? From the minute Destiny made that mistake, I said, yo, this guy, he's having a shocking game. Take him off for Jet Spence. That's the first one. The second one, I'm bringing on Basuma for Bentancur straight away. Bentancur was absolutely atrocious in the second half. And then Maddison and Kulusevski were trash in the second half as well. But in that scenario, you put one of those guys on the left and you bring on Sarr. You bring on 2 new midfielders. You bring on a new left back, right? Try and get some more stability into the game. That's what I would have done. And that's what he probably should have done as well.
Well, he says, I've got the quotes. He says, look, let's keep it open. That way we entertain everyone. We are going to play our way, always.
Can I ask a question, though? Can I ask a question? So
it was entertaining.
It was.
It was entertaining. So
he done what
the criticism on Ange, 100% valid, and he definitely deserves so much blame for how Spurs are off the ball, right? But if I break down these goals, everyone talks about how open Spurs are, etc., etc. When we conceded the first goal, we had all of our back 4 in a line defending across. In normal circumstances, that's fine structurally. You want all your 4 defenders back, and we concede a goal with 1 man in the box. The third goal, we had 7 players. 7 players in the box. 7 players in the box. Brighton had 2 players, one of which was outside the box and somehow got past 4 players to put a cross into the box, and the other player was in between 2 Tottenham players and somehow got the ball first. But please tell me how it's all the manager's fault that Spurs concede 3 goals. Please tell me. Please. Please, I want to know. I want to know how it's the manager's fault that 7 players are in the box versus 2. And we
It's a madness, man.
No. Please. Make it make sense to me, please. Someone explain that to me, please.
That guy Wells, isn't it?
No. People will be in the comments saying, "Oh no, but it's not just one game in isolation." Oh no. We're talking about his overall tactics. No shit, dummy. It's the same shit I've been speaking about for weeks. We know that his overarching tactic is not. It's not great. It's not perfect. But in the end of the day, same tactic put Tottenham 2-0 up in the first half, and players have just catapulted that game into chaos. But all man want to talk about is the manager. Make it make sense to me, please.
No,
Make it
that
make
was
sense.
that was the first point of what.
Okay. So you want to talk about Romero, but I can't talk about Romero. So
You can't talk about Romero. He's been shot this season. What do you mean you can't talk about Romero?
When I talk about Romero, you say don't talk about Romero. But if he's the manager, it's not manager.
Okay. You can talk about Romero. You can talk about Romero, but you have this innate ability to be invisible.
No, but I can't talk about Romero. But then now you're saying don't talk about. What do you want me to do, brother?
You can talk about Romero, but sometimes the things you say, it's like you think you're a Man City fan. Sometimes the way you speak, genuinely.
Bro, can I not, bro? I'm talking
We're
about.
on the football analysis show, man. He's allowed to talk about other teams.
Bro, I'm a
His team's
panelist.
shit.
I'm part of Big Six, bro.
Yeah, his team's
Let me
shit.
land,
But
man.
we're allowed to speak on. If we can't,
Yeah.
our team
Come on, man.
we can't speak. Then what's the point of us coming on this show, man?
No, Grizz.
Yeah, man. I'm about to just do this. I'm about to do this.
Be like that, Chance, man. Yeah, we might as well be like that.
I'm talking about-
No. We might as well be like that. Then innit? Everyone just turn off their cameras and like, what?
Say no more, man.
I'm
You know
not
what I
even
mean?
saying. I'm
We
not
can't
even
talk.
saying he can't. I'm not even saying he can't talk. Saeed will make statements like Romero is the biggest fraud ever. This, that, and the first.
No, I never said the biggest fraud ever. Don't do that. Don't do
like-
that. I didn't say that.
I'm like,
I've
I'm
made a
like,
statement saying that.
I'm like, you've got a dwarf.
I've
you've
said
got a
this
dwarf in
guy
your back
is not a
line.
great
You've
defender.
got
I said he's not a great defender. That's all I've said. I said he's not a great defender. Romero.
You've definitely called him
Over. You can't rely on what Saeed says as statements. You're not allowed to eat biryani when you watch football. Harry Maguire is the new
No, the
Beckenbauer.
biryani was nice.
Van der Beek
Yeah,
Van der Beek is better than Gundogan. We've had a long list of these statements from Saeed.
He agreed with that. He agreed with that. I didn't agree with that. He was the one looking at his hood up.
Yeah.
He's the one that agreed with it, man.
Van der
He's had
Beek.
stinkers, you know.
And you know what? Somebody sent me a clip from the old Big Six, yeah, when I said the guy ain't going to get off the bench, he's shit. And I called him Van der Splinter. Was I right? Was I right?
And Van der Beek, you mean? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Van der Splinter, I said, he won't get off the bench.
Yeah.
And now I said the same about Dutch Tom. But we'll talk about Dutch Tom later,
We'll
yeah?
talk about him.
We'll talk about him later.
Saeed does make a good point about Romero though, because
Yeah.
it's not even that like it's not even one like it's not even just bad enough that like you're not playing anywhere near the standard that we expect. It's the fact that you're meant to be one of the leaders of this team, the captain yesterday, and I'm seeing no captain ability, and that's not even just exclusive to Romero. Maddison can get it too, vice captain. I'm seeing no captain ability. When the shit gets real, I'm not seeing anyone to take authority on the pitch to say, yo, pattern up, like go there, do this, do that. And when I actually watch the team play, it's something I've actually noticed since the Poch days, and I try to not play into it. Like, you know, a lot of people talk about the intangibles, our leadership and stuff. But genuinely, when I watch Tottenham play, it is real. It is 1000% real. There are no leaders. They're nice guys, good players. Oh, yeah, great, nice little pirouettes, etc., etc. But when they face adversity, there's no one there to pull that team out the mud. And I'm talking mentally. There's no one there to say, yo, you can't be doing this. Fix up. There's no one screaming, barking up. Like, there's nothing, bro.
Not even one.
And that's
Daddy
what
Welbeck, mate. Daddy Welbeck, kill me. Daddy Welbeck, kill me. I'm sorry, kill me. Daddy Welbeck. You've got to call him Daddy Welbeck now. You've got to call him Daddy Welbeck, like Jazzy Jeff told you. He told you he was going to end up calling someone Daddy, so you might as well call him Daddy Welbeck. It's better than calling Jazzy Jeff Daddy, innit? Go on, call it him, Daddy Welbeck. Go on.
Never.
Your squad is very, in terms of personalities, it's very flat. There's nobody there's nobody that like could even potentially, apart from Romero. Romero can cross the line in the wrong ways. Apart from that,
Matisse, the reason why
bite.
I'm focusing on the manager today, and I absolutely agree. of course, I'm being honest, and let's be real. Toby's right. The individual errors and the calamity levels was through the roof. Clowns, right? But you talk about leadership and where we were talking about, like in terms of character, and it comes from the manager, guys.
I agree.
Yeah.
I also agree.
We were told this manager's vibrant. He's come in. He's got everyone feeling good about themselves. That's all well and good. That's laying the foundations. But then you got to create a spine, like Toby says. How many months on or whatever, and how many players on, whatever, there is still nothing. You're right. I couldn't name you the spine of that team.
He was in his honeymoon
Very
period.
reliable.
Now he's got to really dig a bit
know
deeper.
You know what is with Ange, right? I actually don't think our results in 2024 have been shocking. They've been shocking. For me, he's been under pressure, not like mad pressure, but he's been under pressure from a fair amount of Spurs fans. And my concern with Ange Postecoglou, as much as I like him, as much as I don't think he should be sacked at this point in time, my concern with Ange Postecoglou is you're not going to be the guy to actually take us to the promised land. You're, based off what I'm hearing, what I'm seeing on the football pitch, the stubbornness, the openness sometimes, based on some of these little things, I don't know if he's the guy that I don't have the same confidence I had last season that he's going to be the guy to end our trophy drought. Honestly, I don't. I think he gets us playing well. I think we score a lot of goals. Like, there are positives to his tactic. And for me, it's just painful because it's like, if you just had that inward self-reflection to just try and acknowledge that you need to do this thing better, that thing better, it could literally be the difference between Spurs picking up 0 points and 3 points. We could be sat on 9 out of 9 points now. And whilst I don't blame him, like as I said, whilst I don't blame him for yesterday,
He doesn't
I
help.
do blame him for the way in which we approach certain games, because it makes it almost too easy for teams to find inroads back into the game by virtue of the fact of making the game so open, making the game such a frenetic match where players have to expend a lot of energy and so much space, so many gaps to exploit. It makes it difficult for Tottenham to really, really feel comfortable. Like, I go into games now, and yes, again, I'll reiterate, our defense, a lot of people won't want to admit it, but our defense has actually improved this season. If you look at the number of chances we're giving up, we're not giving up as many chances as we did last year, but that's still not good. Spurs have conceded 8 goals this season? 8 goals we conceded already this season. We've lost 3 out of 7 games.
You were joint second before the weekend kicked off, innit?
Like, we've lost 3 out of 7 games. So something's not right. And it's up to Ange to fix it, because if he doesn't fix it, doesn't matter what I want. He's gone. He's gone. I saw a stat that I think it's like our worst start to a season points wise in 16 years or something like that. So
wow.
I want him to stay. I don't think his job should be at risk right now. However, I do think there needs to be pressure on him to turn it around, and there needs to be consistent proof that you can mix it up, that you can actually try and do as many things as many things as possible to try and get a foothold back into the game. I think he has to answer those questions. He does. I just don't want sight to be lost on some of these players. I really don't, because you can't play like that. Sorry. You actually cannot play like that. That's inexcusable.
I thought Solanke played well, though. Solanke did play well, though. That's a positive. He's getting better in that role.
This is just going to be TOBS therapy session today. Not going to speak on our teams. No.
No. We can.
No, we're giving 45 minutes on Spurs, man. We need to
that's a lot of time. That's a
lot of time, but we don't give time.
The guy was saying crazy things at airports. I think he deserves it.
Yeah, he deserves it. He deserves it, man.
It's just not. It's not nice, man. See, listen, a lot of people in the comments. Brennan Johnson 6-6. I actually think he's delivering. He's delivering. Like, a lot of people are asking me for apologies, etc., etc. You lot know me. I don't change my mind on a play over 6 games. What I will say is, I'm happy with what I'm seeing, and I hope it continues. Right? This is what we've been asking for. So all of the talk on last season, but he scored. He had 15 GNA. He had 15 GNA. He's already beat his goal tally of last season for Spurs in the space of 2 months. So that's what I think about the 15 GNA of last season, right? Brennan Johnson he's not getting as many touches in the game. And some people may think that that's a bad thing because you want someone to be a bit more of a threat over the course of 90 minutes. I don't think that that's an issue for me at this point in time because ultimately he's bagging. If you're winning me games, I don't mind if you're having 2, 3, 4 touches. Just keep scoring. Props to him. Solanke, props to him. I thought he played well. I think the stats aren't really a true reflection of the game he had. And a lot of people were questioning that purchase. I think that's a shrewd purchase by Spurs. I'll be real. I think we might have overpaid slightly relative to what he's put in terms of output over the last couple of years, but he looks a good player for me. Technically strong, links play well, and he scored a couple of goals as well. So, yeah, man. Those are the only positives for me from that game. Everything else can go straight to hell. It can go straight to hell.
On that note, yeah, let me get the super chats. So Steve, was you going to say something?
No, just a bit hell. It's a bit heavy. Hell in it.
Yeah, I
hell.
know. He said everything, but yeah.
That performance is straight from Hades swimming pool, bro. They can stay in hell, bro. Honestly. I never want to see that shit.
Let me get into the super chats, people, because like Matisse said, we are 46 in now. 8.8k in the building. Hit the like button. Let's get to 2,000 likes. Nice and early, people. Go show the individual channel some love as well. Like I said, tap in TOBS. If you haven't subscribed, go subscribe because his channel is active at last. Lamin says Toby cost me in 2020 because of my Audi Cup comment. Ever since, my village elders have been working overtime. Now look, making explosive threats and pulling imaginary hair at the airport. We are not done.
Look at this C-Tech Lamine Yamal, man. Get out of here, bro.
All right, let me save the others for others. Joe says, fact TOBS say I could. The fact TOBS say I could blow the roof off an airport is mad. It is mad. It is. I'm hoping there's no follow-up from that. That's the best intro ever, says JML. Saying you might blow the roof off an airport is wild.
Bro.
A lot of love for the intro and TOBS' reaction. TOBS frozen there. Yeah, he has. Blow the roof off, self-destruct button. Yeah, self-destruct button's another one. And put them to the sword, all in an airport. You really tried to miss that flight. Yeah, them quotes are crazy, TOBS. JML says, TOBS saying he might blow the roof off the gaff is nearly as bad as Saeed saying Carrick could have been England's Perlo.
I don't see why.
Did you say that?
I didn't say it like that, but I said something similar.
But I don't see. I actually don't see
It's
why.
not a bad thing as well. What I said.
Why is that?
Rosie, if we use Carrick the way we should have done, England would have done better in most competitions.
Why is that? Yeah, why is that such a mistake?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Man, you're gonna try to draw me out, bro. You're not drawing nobody out, bro. JML,
this is actually probably. This is like actually like a good take in Saeed. That's what
I'm saying. Why would this make? And your reaction there, Steve, is shameful, mate. Shameful.
Listen, I don't come up with them kind of shameful statements. And Toby's only backing Carrick because he's the only good player Spurs have ever had. So
Carrick was amazing.
He was a baller, man. That's my guy.
Carrick's better than actually, no. Let me.
Yeah, hold your tongue, innit?
I was gonna say Kovacic, innit? So
yeah, bro, that's minor. What do you mean?
Yeah, that's baby work. That's baby work. Yeah,
come on, man. That's baby work, man.
Ramadan said if Toby was Muslim, he would have been sent to Guantanamo Bay after that statement. Listen, they don't know what he was. If they heard what he said, trust me, he might still be there. Disingenuous bearded weasel says 5 years ago Spurs lost 3-0 to Brighton and expressions gave the best match reaction I'd ever seen. Yesterday, 5 years on, TOBS eclipsed that. Thank you, Spurs.
Can I just say though, I don't understand why are people like reveling in that. Like I was actually angry. Like I didn't make that video to make people laugh. I'm fucking furious. I don't appreciate that people are actually like busting joke at my anger, bro. Like
you're chatting shit.
Then you need to welcome yourself to YouTube. Hold on a second. You've literally been laughing at Saeed's head loss for the last 2 months, and you now want to cry because people are laughing at yours.
Don't be a KSI, man. Don't be a KSI.
I just don't want like I'm actually fuming. And man are like, oh my god, your match reaction's the best ever, bro. It's not meant to be the best ever. I'm fucking angry, bro.
That's what I say every time, bro. Do you think they care? No.
Are you being serious right now? You're not being serious.
He is, man.
I'm
He's
being
being
dead
serious.
bro.
Are you fucking having me on, mate? You are having us.
Yo.
You.
He said, respect me. He said, respect
This
me.
brother
Like, yo.
laughs at
He
Arsenal's
drinks game in the morning.
and Cam's head loss. Laughed last season at my head loss. Laughing at Saeed's head
different,
loss
bro.
all season.
That's different, bro.
Laughing,
Don't be a
laughing,
KSI,
laughing.
man.
This guy will send voice notes into the group chat.
Crazy, man.
You're crazy right now. You haven't laughed enough.
Okay, no problem. No problem. All right,
Say
cool.
no more. Next one in. Wait. Here we are. Massum says, apart from doing the hit cardio, what's Mickey van der Ven good at? I've seen him getting burnt like Rojo's toast several times. He's on fraud watch now.
Not even back.
Sanj says, Westfields of White Hart Lane are pure comedy, tottering them from the toilet bowl brighten up the darkest days. Hope Levy has a son to carry on the legacy. That's a family business, man.
That's a beautiful fucking super chat.
It rolled off just.
That's mad. I pray that doesn't happen.
Some Spurs fans on Twitter will watch Matoma rip us up and then watch Team Wanker in the same position for us and say it's not an issue. Yesterday's loss was not on Ange, in my opinion.
He gets G&A. He's gonna put in a good cross. He gets G&A. I'm so fucking sick of that statement, bro. He's shit. He is SHIT. He's shit, bro. Oh.
Is there any player that doesn't have a bozo gene in the Spurs squad?
That's a fucking wicked
Good
question.
question. It's a good
Yes.
question.
That is a top question.
It's a top question. There are a few, but yeah, we do have.
So
some-
far, Solanke is immune from the bozo gene allegations. So far. Only Solanke, in my opinion. The rest of you lot can have your say.
He does miss some chances, Solanke.
But come on.
Does that make him a bozo, though? I don't understand.
Well, what makes a striker a bozo?
What makes
what I'm
someone a
saying,
bozo?
Well,
Is it
6
Burnley
games in.
levels?
Let's put him to the side. 6 games in. Who are the few?
That are
No one else.
bozos?
No one else. Everyone else, I mean, everyone else has one.
I don't think
Everyone
Maddison is a
trust
bozo.
me.
I don't think Maddison is a bozo. He doesn't. He may like not contribute much in the game, but I don't think he's doing anything like crazy. He's just not playing well. Bozo for me is you're giving away stupid fouls, you're letting goals in, like you're doing a madness, bro. Like that's Bozo is what Destiny did yesterday. That's what a
Yeah, but
bozo
then
does.
then it's difficult to. Yeah, but then what does an attacker need to do?
That's what I'm saying. Well,
To
an
be a
attack, well,
bozo.
Timo Werner.
Timo
Timo
Werner.
Werner is a bozo.
Exactly. Literally,
Big,
Timo Werner.
big bozo. Big,
Correct.
massive bozo.
Timo Werner, Brennan Johnson before his hot streak.
Son Heung-min against City.
Kulusevski last season in the second half of the campaign, like 6 months. That was literally 6 months of just like bozo
Playing
bozo.
against you, one of them ones, yeah?
Playing against you, yeah. Genuinely.
Yes, man says, hello, guys. The year is 2024 and their logo is a chicken on a ball. That's where it all started. Why is a chicken on a football? Udogie.
That's a good question, to be fair. Why the fuck is a chicken on a football? Where's that come from?
Did you see Turkish's explanation of the logo in the
Explanation?
big You can watch it.
I'm gonna dispute through PayPal to talk about why that one cost me the same as the other fucking badges, man. I'm waiting for PayPal to get back to me on that.
Yo.
Big up DJ. He says, Tobs, you keep doing this to yourself. Overinflate Romero, Madders, Ange. That whole back line is not as great as fans make it up to be. Manager thinks he's Klopp. Pep leaves defensive line in opposition half, but doesn't press like City or Liverpool.
No, Toby, I'm going to defend Toby here. Toby doesn't overinflate. Toby doesn't. Toby's not one of them fans that overinflates, to be honest with you. So, yeah, I'm backing Toby on that.
Apart from Madison, but he's apologized.
Yeah, but he retracted,
he
right?
retracted.
We made him retract, right?
That was
Yeah.
Maybe remember, but we're leaving.
Yeah, we made him retract. We made him retract.
I heard you, Saeed, and we're gonna have this battle all season. Genuinely, we're gonna have this battle all season. This week is you. You get to do this. Next
Yeah,
week,
but my defender was not playing.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Next week when he starts, it's gonna be.
He got a rest this week.
Man was rested. More like man was
It's gonna
dropped.
be like this.
He got a rest this week, man.
Until one of these guys start playing well. It's gonna be like this all season.
Question for Tobes. What is bigger, Pinocchio's nose after dishing out 3 lies or Tottenham?
I don't know.
Don't be trying to answer that question, man. The guy's
Why are
having
you
you on.
answering it? Why are you looking into
Why
it?
is my light always doing this now, man? For fuck's sake, man.
It's a sign.
It's crazy.
Keep it that way.
We're back, man. We're back. Electricity paid, man. DJ says 1 more, 7 games, 10 points. Lowest total in 16 years. 2-0 up. Manager bombs. Left back and right back forward. Sorry, Toes, but the manager is clueless. 75-minute first change.
Listen, I completely get fans saying this because Ange is inviting this pressure onto himself with just things that normal managers don't do. So you're either going to come out of this and Spurs are going to be great or you're going to get sacked.
Vibav, hope you're good, bro. Ange is being naive and underestimating the Premier League opponents, not reading the game and putting more pressure on his players. Conviction doesn't justify the lack of practicality or game management, which Tobes has already talked about. VJ says, Tobes, do you think that the manager saying comments like that before the game will have an impact on the mindset during the game?
I agree. I think it does. I didn't see the interview before the game. GRIZZ was right. The attitude starts from the top down. Like, if you're a manager that's encouraging players to do stupid things on the football pitch and no repercussion, no nothing, sets a bad precedent.
Big up Garbo. Trust me, as soon as that match reaction, everyone knew Skull was on job. Just to put it into context, as if on how bad Werner is, we won the Champions League because he was running away from the goal.
Fucking
Nah, that's crazy.
A few Man United ones are in. I'm going to save them. 91% says someone needs to do some digging into Tottenham after the first 5 last season. United get crucified, but Spurs are not far off in that period.
I don't really get all this digging stuff. The results are there to see. Our form has not been good. Why do people pretend like we've been some team that's been on smoke? I'm so confused.
Yes, it confuses me as well. Garbo says, compare how Russell Martin speaks after a loss compared to Ange. Steve is right. Ange is a fraud and Spurs are a fraud football club. They are an entertainment company masquerading as a football club.
Yeah.
Jay says we got Tobes. I've been tapping over here, brother. Why did you say that at the start of the video too? Means you sat there and thought, yeah, this is the one. Bro, when the guy appears behind him, I thought he's going to switch up. He didn't switch up. He doubled down. I'm going to watch that match reaction after this. I'm telling you, people, if you haven't seen that whole reaction.
All timer.
Garba also said, Bozo, Gene and attackers. See Nicholas Jackson last season for Chelsea. Shit, Chelsea. On that note, let's calm down, Matisse. Don't worry.
Who's telling me to suck my mum? I'm blocking this guy. Wait,
block him. Block him, man. Block him.
Why?
You don't say that. Know.
Why did you say that?
I don't even know, bro.
Don't worry, man. You lot are all mods. Steve, are you a mod?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, everyone should be mods.
You don't know. Steve don't know if he's a mod or not.
Hassan says Ange is getting 2 cups this season, father of the year and husband of the year.
I can't believe people get mad personal in the chat, man. The other people just call them out, block them, man. Don't need it, do we?
Yeah, we got enough.
No, definitely not.
Do what you need to do, mod.
Not,
on that note, 1 hour in, or coming up to an hour, 9K in the building, 2,000 likes. Have we hit it? Nope, just short.
Is that the most attention Spurs has ever got, guys?
Probably, yeah.
Since Conte come in, yeah.
Is that the record?
Yeah.
No, since
it has to be.
Fair attention, Conte,
yeah. We went Conte.
They must feel like a Big 6 club today. You've been going
big
at
club.
this big club thing the whole episode. You made a comment at the start. It's fine, man. Enjoy it. I want to talk about Jota the Slaughter. I love you anyway. You know that.
Let's keep it moving. To be honest, couple of I mean, we have to go to do we?
Yeah, just get over done with, man.
We've started mid, so we're going to continue mid. Chelsea 1, Forest 1.
Saeed, we're not gonna. That was actually a good result for the underdogs.
result.
Villa. So
Huh?
Okay.
no, I think Saeed keeps thinking we're gonna clown him, but that was actually.
No, bro. I'm immune to this. I'm just. But why did you say Chelsea was mid though? Like, is Chelsea been all right this season? I don't know. All right, let's carry on. Go on then. Matisse.
You see, this is why this result's frustrating. Because we would have been 1 point off Arsenal if we had won this game. 1 point. And this is what happens. So it's fine. What can I say? Should not have dropped points. Do you know what I mean? Like this was the last hurdle. Been on a nice run. We've been enjoying ourselves before we go to Anfield. Big game after the international. Big game. And we just wanted to just cap it off with a nice win at home. But unfortunately, as GRIZZ knows, Nottingham Forest are a problem. You know what I mean? They are a problem. They put up a nasty low block. They came kicking, screaming, shoving, taking their time on the goal kicks.
What did you make of that Yates, brother?
Yates is a bitch.
He's
bastard.
too much.
Yeah?
He's too much.
Bro, I know
I
you
hate Yates.
This one's
I hate Yates, but I respect it. Because if it was my team, I would love it. Do you know what I mean? It's one of those ones. I developed a serious dislike for Nottingham Forest as that game was going on. Like I thought I was playing. Do you know what I mean? I was getting animated. Ward-Prowse pushing our player into our manager, trying to break bones on the sidelines. He gets sent off. I don't know how they didn't get more bookings. To be honest, it's crazy. But I'm not angry with my team because we actually played. I thought we played well for quite decent spells in that game. Created chances. Goalkeeper was unbelievable on their side. Our goalkeeper was unbelievable as well. Made some massive saves. Cole Palmer, he wasn't even at his brilliant best, but he got an assist and he could have scored, but the keeper was doing prime Buffon. Yeah, that touch. And then, bro, it would have been a madness. It would have been crazy. It would have been mad.
Even without finishing it, yeah. Because I know these days it's all about it's either the trophy or the G or the A, and I appreciate what that guy just did there because that's what I mean when I say football's fallen off in beautiful stuff. Yeah. And even that pass to Jackson over the top
in the previous game,
football like at its best. I can't lie. I'm like
he's a class act, and it's funny because in the first half there was things that weren't coming off for him, like passes, or in the final third we were just very, very frustrating. We did all the nice play up until that point. I think Madueke created quite a few chances in that game, even though people were getting onto him about the shooting, the decision making at times, but he obviously ended up scoring, took responsibility. You can definitely see development and improvement in his game. He just needs to keep fine tuning. He's still got things to improve. Sancho, first half was better than the second, then faded. Mudryk, when he came on, played pretty well, actually created chances, went on a mad run on the left, good cross. And in Cuckoo and Felix, they had two beautiful chances, two headers, and one save and one wide of the post. Very fine margins, easily could have won this game. However, could have lost because Sanchez bailed us out at the end. And it wasn't one of those ones where when they went down to 10 men, I'm looking at this game and there's no creativity, there's no chances, there's no enthusiasm, or there's a lack of ideas, or we're predictable. We were good. I thought we were good. The only thing that we were shit at was the corners. Defending and attacking set pieces, shit. Enzo, crap corners. Palmer, crap corners. Couldn't defend on the free kick, concede. That's what's frustrating. But I already know this team physically is very limited and they're all about technical. So that doesn't really surprise me. It's just annoying that we didn't win the game. But yeah, it's frustrating, but manager brought on all of his attackers. I was saying in the watch along, I would like for him to bring Disasi on and just throw him up front. It was a wild card, but I've seen people bring on centre backs before. PK Ramos, you know what I mean? I was trying to reincarnate that moment. And just because we're crossing to nobody, like the amount of times Chelsea got into wide areas, they put the ball into the box, there's nobody there. Or they try and do cutbacks and it's just Jackson and he's getting hoovered up by their centre backs. His movement wasn't there or his presence isn't there. Enzo wasn't great. People are having conversations about Enzo. At the end of the season, we'll probably look at it, but I'm open. I'm open to all options because at the end of the day, I rate the guy. So if I rate the guy, I expect to see shit. And he's not providing enough cutting edge passes. Like he did against Brighton, great. The high line was there, it was brilliant. But in this game, I'm not seeing enough. So yeah, it's frustrating. Colwell was great, Cucurella was great. Gusto had a lot to do. He struggled. He was playing right back, centre mid, box to box, overlapping, underlapping 8, all sorts of things. Jackson was poor, wasn't involved in the game at all. Really, could have come off earlier. And yeah, it was frustrating. But I'm not angry, and I can definitely still see us moving in the right direction. It's just one of those days where, yeah, the goalkeeper was unbelievable for them. I'll be honest. He was
sells, isn't it?
And your goalkeeper was unbelievable as well.
Yeah. Sanchez was brilliant.
Hold on a minute.
I know you're going to come with the 10 men. Go on.
Hold on a minute. The other week when Man City played Arsenal, and Arsenal went down to 10 men.
Yes.
You came on here like some fucking criminal lawyer trying to talk to me that Man City didn't do enough to break down a 10-man Arsenal. Well, how are you not breaking down a 10-man Nottingham Forest with a £2 billion team at all?
We did break them down. Their goalkeeper had worldy saves.
You drew 1-1.
Yeah, we drew 1-1 because their goalkeeper had worldy saves. You didn't break down Arsenal. You went to Ruben Diaz and took long shots. So,
so Arsenal's defence wasn't world class. Arsenal's
their defence was world class.
I'm just saying, be consistent.
You shouldn't be comparing yourselves to us anyway, because apparently we're shit on your shoe. Even though in the case earlier today, we're the ones that are even though in the case earlier today, we're one of your witnesses, and you should be thanking us once again. Yeah, you should be thanking Chelsea. Instead of trying to roast, you should be thanking us. We're one of your witnesses. Do you remember? Remember when I said Oil Brothers?
All these loopholes. Yeah, we're winning court cases, so you can use these loopholes, mate. So you'll be thanking us, mate.
Yeah.
Once again, be consistent. You came on here and slagged Man City off, not breaking down 10 men.
I have been consistent. We should have won the game, and I've criticised as well.
You've done a monologue there, like Chelsea played superb, and
Did you watch the game? Did you watch the game?
Superb low block.
Did you watch the game?
I watched it.
Then you saw their keepers making save after save. So then, what do you want me to say?
In his own half, trying to defend the point, like Arsenal was.
And credit to them, but I'm not going to criticise my team.
You didn't give credit. You didn't give us credit last time.
Why would I give you credit? You were shit.
Well, I ain't giving you credit then, innit? That's what I'm saying.
Give us credit.
Don't come here talking to me like you played well.
I'm trying to pretend.
You got one with Forest at home against 10 men.
I'm not happy with the result. It's not a good result.
Then.
But at the end of the day, their goalkeeper, I'm not jazzing it up. If you watch the game, I'm not jazzing it up. They made save after save after save. I can't be angry with my team for creating chances.
You almost lost the game. We didn't lose against Arsenal.
You almost lost the game, 100%. That's what happens when you go for it. You nearly lose sometimes, 100%. But you guys were shit, and I maintain that. You were poor. You weren't good.
Yeah.
And you're welcome.
We didn't draw home to Nottingham Forest, and we beat
Listen,
you.
You're in a title race, right? You're in a title race. You guys focus on that. You've won your case. You're welcome for us being your witness, and that's that. We're going for top 4. It's a completely different ballgame. It's not the end of the world for us. It's not.
I'm just saying, be consistent, innit?
I've been consistent.
1-1 at home to Forest. That's a shocker of a result with 10 men. Sorry.
Not according
Liverpool just lost to them at home a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, and
if
we
you guys
all
watched the game, 100%. It's not a good result. It's not a good result. But if you watch the game, there's not really much I've left out.
How do you feel about that? Fafana suspended for Liverpool.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm not really overly bothered. I'm more bothered about Cucurella, but.
What's happened with
they're both suspended. Cucurella suspended as well. But to be honest, we've got options to come in. Tosin can come in. Renato Vega can come in. He's been brilliant this season when he's come in. So it's not really an excuse. We should still put up a good team and still perform. They're missing Alisson, so they're still, yeah.
Listen. Yeah, do you know what it is? Shall I be honest with you? I thought it was an entertaining game. I thought both teams could have won it. Forest could have won it at the end there. That was a gilt-edged chance, and your keeper made a magnificent save. Obviously, Nkunku should have buried that head up the other end before that. So it was a mad ending. But Forest are proving to be, and obviously, I'm going to say it because they
tough.
But
they're 2 centre-backs.
Brother Saeed.
Come on.
The 2 centre-backs, Murillo and someone help me with the other brother's name. Milenkovic?
Yeah. He got the assist.
But TOBS, Murillo we've seen in the Premier League, and we got a glimpse of his talent last season as well, right? Yeah. Cold, he's got a beast of a left foot, etc., etc. This Milinkovic has come in, and I remember a few clubs being after him a couple of seasons ago.
Yeah, bargain player.
Which one?
Bargain.
How much was he?
Yeah. So that's what I mean. A few clubs were in for him last couple of seasons ago, but then suddenly Forest come out of the bloody blue in game. And do you know what? fair play to my twin brother, man. Nuno Espirito, man. Like this guy
He's found his home though. When you think about it, it's got the mixture of like doggy defense and then the attack. Like he's got the mixture.
Yeah. He's got yard dogs in Yates. He's got yard dogs in Yates. Those two centre backs that I'm talking about, and then he's got a couple of pacey wingers, and that finish, guys. That's proper. A couple of us will remember. Do you remember Steve Ball? He used to score goals like that. That was a proper Barclays man, old school strikers finish. Long ball, far post, head it back. Quality
get a toe on it. Yeah.
And it was so basic but so effective sometimes. I thought they were good value. I thought Forest were very good value for their point. And I don't think it's a disastrous result. I think it's a tough result to take, especially the momentum you built up recently. And you expected to win it, like you know, the expectations are slowly rising. You know, as usual. But they are. Saeed, they're slowly, like Chelsea, we're back. But
now, but this next month will be.
I was going to say, just like Liverpool, when it comes to Liverpool, now the fixtures get real tasty for Chelsea. Now we find out how far they've become under GRIZZ.
That game was. I tuned in. I tuned in for the last like 10 minutes of that game because it was like something crazy, like 13 minutes injury time. So I said, yo, I need to tune in for this. Let me try and hate watch and see if they can hold on. And they held on. It was a really, really dogged performance in those couple of minutes. I mean, Chelsea almost scored, but they almost scored as well twice. Who was that Jota? That Jota guy was just a menace, bro. An absolute menace to Chelsea. And I was loving it when he was just twisting up some of their players, man. It was good.
He's a good player, you know. He's a good player. I know you don't like Jotas, but this one's good.
Why do you think I don't like Jotas?
I'm just saying,
we're going to speak.
Tom's got an agenda every season. Grealish,
every
Jota, he's always got
I
someone.
don't even have an agenda.
I don't know, man. It sounds like
we need a VAR on that.
The way that you're hunting him down in that group chat, anytime he's on the pitch, you're like, yo, what's Jota doing? What's Jota doing? You know,
I ignore him. I don't know anyone except him.
I just want to know about Jota the slotter, innit? That's what I'm saying. When he's not slotting,
we're gonna speak to that.
We're gonna spin around on that. We've got 3 super chats on Chelsea that I'm gonna get. And let me start with the latest one from Nelly saying, "Man said Gusto had a lot to do. Right back CM box to box. Rico Lewis does that in his sleep. Rico over Gusto. Enzo should stick to singing because football's not for him."
Yeah, listen, Gusto's a very good player. I know a lot of people are ready to go after him now. He shouldn't really be playing as many games as he's playing. He had an injury at the start of the season. It's Reece James that we really need to be returning so he can take some of the workload off him and actually contribute, unfortunately. But yeah, man, he's a good player. He's a good player.
Robert says, Man City loses to this Forest team right now, and so does Spurs. Us getting a draw is not good, but not bad either. We move to Liverpool. I'm more confident versus them.
They need to lay off the crack.
That's actually good.
You're going to get to know Robert, Steve.
Do you know Robert?
You're going to get to know Robert, Steve.
He hasn't known.
Come on the corner show next week, man.
Bookmark this Robert fella, and we're going to speak throughout this.
Next Monday, call-in show.
Monday. Yeah. No, Steve's going to love him.
I might do a watch along with Robert, on my channel. I might invite him on for the Liverpool Chelsea. Oh shit, no, we're at the
the mob,
yeah.
Watch
along.
I like it.
Saeed, big up. Maybe says, I know I'm going early, but I think Chris Wood is world class to score against this insane Chelsea team. I know it's early, but what's
more?
I said early.
Nah, I sense the sarcasm. Don't worry.
He's taking a piss. If he's taking a piss, if he's funny.
Yeah, he backed it up.
I think I'm
it had to be. It's either that or it's something very concerning. So I went with that. Is there a mob? There is a mob show, Liverpool Chelsea.
We will be there.
We're going live. Then Arsenal Liverpool after that.
Very spicy game. I've enjoyed like
just enjoying this spectacle as a commentator. Now we'll be opposite each other, brother.
Bro, I just want people to just bottle up everything GRIZZ said about this Chelsea team. If this Chelsea team goes and gets a result at Anfield, just watch the way he speaks.
I know. Listen, GRIZZ, I know GRIZZ's tactics. I already know. He did this with Arsenal. He'll
Yep.
listen. Grizz will
What? Just watch.
massage your ego as you're on the ascendancy to greatness, and then when you get there, you know what I mean? Now I'm telling
I've
you, I
got
know
you
what he's
fooled.
doing.
I've got
Yeah,
you.
yeah, I know what he's on.
This
Don't
is
worry.
a
I can tell you the script now. I can tell you the script now. If Chelsea go there and they get through, Grizz is gonna come and gonna be like, oh, he's a good coach. I really like this. I've been saying it from the start, though, not before this game.
Yeah, but you said this about
I've been saying it
Arteta,
from the
and look at the way
start.
you was moving.
You said it all
Look at the
about
way you was moving
Arteta.
last. Look at the way you was moving last season.
Are you stupid? Are you actually stupid? You actually think I picked him up for our game only?
No, it's not
I'm
that.
saying this for the game only.
We know what's coming.
Yeah, so we know what's coming. We know what's coming.
Saeed,
know
you're
what's
in that. You're in Liverpool.
Yeah, I'm in
Chelsea.
that, and I'm not gonna lie, my record watching Liverpool watch-alongs is not great, so I think Chelsea might lose.
Please be there, brother.
Matisse, my watch-along record is
It's gonna
not
be
great.
interesting.
Saeed,
who
what
sides
do
is
you
doing that one.
what do you think you're playing at, bro?
Bro, I don't know, bro. But I want to be there, innit, to just see Liverpool losing it.
man.
So I don't know, man. I can't lie. It's like,
I'm not gonna lie, yeah.
So
Listen,
you're gonna be Chelsea on
Let me
that
tell you
Sunday.
something.
Walk on.
yeah, I'm there.
if we actually manage to go there and
Chelsea,
win,
you're with
I
me, right?
swear.
we're gonna
Of course I'm
celebrate.
with you, brother.
I'm supporting Chelsea that day.
You
If we
mad?
actually go there and win, I swear I'll.
Saeed's
tear up the
gonna
whole
be with
street.
you.
Oh, we're gonna feast, that
Bro,
day.
I will go crazy if we end up. winning
Turkish,
up
you're
there.
probably gonna be Chelsea as well, right? No chance.
No
Am I
chance.
gonna be Chelsea? I mean,
No
I'm
chance.
gonna be
We
draw.
gotta be Chelsea, man. We can't be Liverpool, man. Come
No
on,
chance.
I
Yeah,
want draw.
Saeed, I know, but Toby's gonna
Why
be.
can't
with
we
me.
be Liverpool?
I'm definitely
Broski, man.
Liverpool.
Allow it, man.
What do you mean allow it? Do you not know who this team are? Chelsea.
Bro, I know who Liverpool are. You know what I mean? So maybe we can have our little rivalry. We'll be on that side, you be on that side. Simple.
I want Matisse's
Yeah,
glasses
yeah.
to fuck up. I want there to be steam, just bare condensation on them glasses.
This guy, man, fucking hell.
Make sure you subscribe, people, because the mob will be back after international break. Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool later on in the month as well. Me and Grizz will be in attendance for that one as well. So lively watch-alongs coming up this Thursday. There's no main show because it's international break, but Thursday, Friday we might bring FC 25 back. Let's see how it goes. I don't know. I think all of us might hang up our boots after the last one we done. But
Bro, that was shambles, man.
Let's not speak.
That was a
Let's
shambles,
not
bro.
speak on it. Let's not speak on it.
yeah, really
Just go
forget
through
that.
super chats and let's move on to the next.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just wanted to say FC25 end of the week, Monday live call-in show, LA vlog out this week. Back your chat with Steve out real soon as well. So make sure you subscribe, notification bell on, show love as you always do, and make sure we get to 3,000 likes now. Why not? Keep it moving and keep it mid. United 0-0 draw away to Villa. Seems like it keeps Ten Hag in a job.
Can we give Man United a round of applause because they went to Aston Villa and they did the impossible.
Yeah, and Ten Hag's in a job. I can't lie. That's decent.
I don't think they deserve a round of applause.
That's a great
It was
result.
Ten Hag has been facing that.
It was a fake pump.
Villa are feeling the effects of having a Champions League campaign because how can you go from playing superb the other night against Bayern and then coming to that? The game was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. The pair of them were terrible. And I mean, United will be the happier going to Villa Park, getting a point. But I feel like United just dragged them down to their level. I think I said Villa might struggle with this campaign, Champions League and that. It's all right having them great nights and great memories, but your league form does suffer sometimes. It does, especially when you first get in competition. People don't realise how much of a drain on your squad that competition is. When you've got Carabao Cup ties as well thrown in there and FA Cups, it starts going a bit mad near the end of the season. So, but you could see it. It was so boring. The game was boring. Do you know what I mean? But United, he's saving his job. I seen him and Nistelrooy. I don't know. Saeed will probably know the context.
Yeah, that was definitely an argument.
He had a little few words. Looked like Rude was.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. It
looked like Rude suggested
the
something,
blue side. The blue side of Manchester are praying for Ten Hag to stay, man. We want him to stay. We love him.
No, man.
He's great.
Every side, not the blue side, every side of the world.
Yeah, we need him there. We need him. You know, give him the job. Keep talking about the plan. You know, it's all, we just got to stick to the plan. But nobody has a fucking clue what the plan is. So,
bro, they keep doing this thing where they bring the Avengers in and they put them all in a line, yeah. Omar Barado, all of them, yeah. And it's like, broski, like, you could do all of that you want, yeah, but you need to sack the manager.
They ain't the fucking Avengers, mate. They're the Care Bears, mate. The Care Bears. They're all fluffy and cuddly and that, and nobody gives a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
telling-
Ain't no Avengers, mate.
They're
They ain't
telling
doing no
you-
shit. They ain't causing no destruction there, mate. They're just sat there, all fluffed up with the Man United rig out on, red tie, pin badge, all looking all official, but haven't got a fucking Scooby-Doo. What's going on? Do you know what I mean?
You're right. I don't know, man. For me, it's
on
gone beyond Ten Hag, man. It's on Ineos now. They've supposedly got a meeting tomorrow.
Say
but
what?
Yeah, they got a meeting tomorrow.
It's on Ineos.
Sorry?
It's on Ineos.
It is on Ineos now because
Really?
yeah, it is now. Yeah, it's
great
not
Ineos.
the fairy tale's over now, guys. This whole Ineos propping, I can't lie, it's got serious now. You
Fair
know,
enough.
it's Ineos watch now because we know what the manager's like. Now we have to end the pain. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you got to end the pain and just stop now. And listen, we seen the game. Just on the game, it was a dead game. Absolute dead. They actually had the better chances, and they actually had a lot of players out, man. We got to give Aston Villa credit. They had Onana out. Their defender went out first 10 minutes. You know what I mean? There was a few injuries for them. But for us, it's just the same old, same old. Nothing's really happening. No impact off the bench. And right now, we're talking about a guy who's broken his own record, guys. Last season, we had the worst start to the season ever. You know what? He's just broken his own record. This season, we got 8 points from 7 games. Do you know how mad this is, man? Like, man's breaking his own record. We are literally 14th, man. 14th. We are closer to the bottom than we are to the top. And we have scored 5 goals this season. 5.
I think that's the most alarming thing, Saeed, you know, because the defense, we already know this guy is he just can't get Man United to be defensively solid, apart from the rarities, the odd occasions like yesterday. But I think what's really alarming for me is Man United looks so bad defensively. Like, it's scary, like how bad, when you attack, there's not really any vim or conviction that they're actually going to score goals. We associate Man United with being this like counterpunch team. Like, that's who you lot were. Like, the team that they may not play well for 90 minutes, but you don't want to play a high line because they'll punch you. They'll punch you up on the counter attack. Now I'm watching Man United play. I'm just like, yo, they're actually arse offensively. They're arse, bro.
It's really, really bad. Like, you know, there's teams that scored more goals than us. I mean, Brentford scored 5 goals in one game. We scored that all season. Like, it's just the stats are just not, you know what I mean? Like, and ultimately,
it's a sad day for a Man United fan when they've got to admit that Johnny Evans was your best player.
Yeah,
bro. Johnny Evans
I've been saying it for quite a while, and everyone thought I'm trolling, but I've been saying it for ages. Johnny Evans, and I said it at the start of the season to Saeed as well. He said, "Shut up." I'm telling you now, Johnny Evans is the best centre back at Man United until he retires or goes. That's the standard that they're fucking with right now.
He's buying players, and he has no clue what he's doing, where he's putting them. He spent big dough on Anthony, can't get in the team. Mason Mount, even when he's fit, is on the bench. He buys Dutch Tom. We know he's not a striker, but you need a striker because Højlund isn't that guy. So you've got 2 strikers that don't score goals. You've got Marcus Rashford on the left who doesn't, half the time he don't give a shit. He nearly got sent off. He should have been sent off. You know what I mean?
Off, yeah.
That was the most take me off the pitch ever.
Yeah. That's what, and he's energy. You can see the energy in him when he walks off. Like he don't give a shit, man. He don't give a shit. But he's too busy filling his squad with ex-Ajax and Dutch players to make the dressing room feel comfortable for him, than to realise that this is a fucking joke. I just look at the United squad and just feel like it's fucking terrible.
The bench was worth 450 million. You know what I mean? He had 2 CDMs that he brought in from the club.
And you know what? It'd be like Man United to go and sign Paul Pogba on a free transfer in January. That is what will fucking happen.
He's not
and if you say that, Saeed, on any stream, you need to be ended. Because this is...
La Fioche.
Tell you what,
he won't come back.
La Magnifique. I would do it just for the fans.
He does moonwalk.
I would do it. La Magnifique. You be
PSG. Yeah, you got the guy from PSG who's terrible. Terrible. Do you know what I mean?
No, but I'm not going to judge him too yet. I think for me, we have to wait until
I'm judging him. And if it comes back and on then you can go back and on, but he ain't going to, because he's not. I judged Dutch Tom after 1 game, but I'd seen him last year at Bologna. I'd seen him under company at Anderlecht, and I was like, this is the wrong kind of player. It's the wrong kind of player. That Anthony guy, What is he about, Saeed? If
No, I don't
anybody
know.
else
I
in
just
this
don't
channel would have spent 90 million on a player, we'd be getting
don't blame
ripped
him.
apart weekly.
Yeah, no,
about
I
that.
agree.
Sorry,
But
the guy's
listen, I think most United fans, I've looked at the question tonight in terms of his signing, and the guys, what he does is, it's the maddest thing is when he doesn't rate you, he just puts you on the bench and just leaves you like that. You know what I mean? And that's the wrong mentality to have, man. And that's where Ineos have got to look at and say, you spent all this money and look what you've done. You know what I mean? Most of these guys are not playing, they're not performing, they're not scoring goals. What's going on? It's down to coaching, man. And okay, there's some players that just not good enough. But come on, if everyone's not good, like you name me one player, you've named one player, Johnny Evans, but where's everyone else not playing well? Why? And that has to come down.
I don't mind Garnacho, right? And people say no, but at least I know with Garnacho that every time he's on the pitch, he's trying his best. He might not be the best.
Is that good enough? Is that good enough?
Yeah, but most of their team right now ain't good enough.
No,
It's the bare minimum, but even half the Man United players don't give the bare minimum.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what's damning as well. Do you remember a couple of weeks ago I was bigging up Dallo? I was like, you know what? I like Diego Dallo. Even his form was fallen off the cliff.
Yeah, it's bad. It's
mad. And he's a good player. I rated Dallo. So this is what I'm saying about. This is all.
No, I agree. Shit, Garnacho. I'm not trying to say he's good. I'm just trying to say
at
least you get a shift out of him because there's players on there that want to play for Man United. Rashford doesn't want to play for Man United. If somebody offered him a way out of that club now, he would walk out there. He's supposed to be a Mancunian. He turns up in the derby, walks around. He don't sign a fucking autograph for any kids outside the stadium, Saeed. You know what he's like. Yeah. He's not a Mancunian Man United fan. He's there for the dough. So offer him a way out and he's gone. So I look at the squad and I feel like you play for Man United, you've got to show a level of Man United commitment and passion for the shirt and the badge. And there's a lot of players on there. Johnny Evans, bless his soul, he realizes how privileged he is to still be playing at Man United at that age. So he's giving his all for it, The other guys next to him, no one gives a shit, mate.
Did you hear his post-match, though? Johnny Evans, I don't know if you've got seen it, but he said that
he was saying that it was a good result. He was saying
it's a good result. No, I'm saying
it's a good result for where Man
United. It's a good result for them.
He was saying what the plan was in terms of sitting back after that, just get the 0-0 and let's go for the point.
Yeah, because your club right now for the last, really for months, you're under siege. So when you're under siege, you do need to sit back. This is what you should have done against Tottenham. You should sit back, accept that you're the inferior team, and
we sat back.
Keep the clean sheet. You right now you have and you did. And right now you have only Southampton. Only Southampton have scored
more goals,
less goals this season than you. So what is the point? What is the point of Manchester United being open and attacking? And
I think that would be more risky. I think you get more respect for it, though.
There's no fuck respect. You man need points.
I swear down.
There's no point you man overexerting yourself into the other team's half. You already know you can't defend. So Manchester United right now have to humble themselves and know we're not a good team. We can't keep the ball. We can't defend. We can't attack. We have no chemistry. There's players that don't care. So sit back, soak it up, and keep clean sheets. I'm sorry, you don't want to hear it, but until the manager's gone. Until the manager's gone, that's what you have to do because your season's not finished, Saeed. Your season's not finished. Until your manager's sacked. No, but bro, your season's not finished.
Until the manager's sacked.
Until the manager's sacked, that's what you need to do. When the manager's gone, then you can go and come with some sort of plan.
They ain't sack him. It's bad to think about it.
Do you not think that even if they did have a manager who wanted to play expansive stuff, I think Steve was saying it. I think he has destroyed that squad and he's mashed so many players that just don't go well together in such a way that you can't even play a cohesive stuff. Like I think Euro, Dallo, and Mazraoui are probably the only three defenders that they can have that can actually play close to the halfway line, play expansive. Lisandro, you can't put him on the halfway line. De Ligt, you can't put him on the halfway line. Harry Maguire, you can't put him on the halfway line, even to build out. You can't build out with Ugarte. You can't build out with Casemiro. Like there are so many there's so many profile misfits all over the team that he's assembled, and it's just messy. We're talking about
even the attack, bro. Like Xerxes needs goal scoring wingers either side of him, and then he might be able to like link it up and not be relied upon for goals. And then you got Højlund, who's
unreliable guys, man. He's got Rashford and Garnacho, and they're just not good enough.
The striker situation is actually baffling to me because I'm not gonna lie, Steve might have been spitting with Dutch Tom because you watch this guy play
And he has all the technique in the world, but he doesn't do anything on the football pitch.
You know what it is?
He doesn't press. For someone who's so big, he's not physically imposing, and he doesn't. He's not a presence in the box. He's a non-entity in the box, and he's wasteful. So, and this guy, I would get it if he was playing as like a midfielder or this like support striker. You're literally playing as the striker.
You know what it is? You know what it is with Xerxes, yeah? I think, okay, cool. I understand he's not a prolific goal scorer, yeah, but when you look at our attacking rhythm, yeah, it's so bad, man. Like, we'll get the ball, yeah, and cool. His touch was bad on the weekend. I admit that. I'm not going to say he didn't, etc. Look at attacking rhythm, man. Like, you get the ball. He's got the ball or whatever. He'll play it to Garnacho, yeah? He's probably thinking he's going to get a little give and go. Garnacho will just literally run on the byline, shoot one in or whatever it is. Same with Rashford. It's like, and that's the thing.
What's Van Nistelrooy doing? Because you brought him in to coach your attackers, yeah? The worst attack anyone's ever seen. So what the fuck's Rude doing? You know,
I don't know.
Do you know what, Steve?
Flex at the side of the pitch going Rude high five as if he's the new saviour of fucking Man United, and they've got the worst attack now under Ruud Van Nistelrooy as coach, attacking coach. Then they have. You might as well have brought in.
Where's Benny McCarthy?
But Benny McCarthy, at least he scored goals under Benny McCarthy.
Yeah. Benny McCarthy's calling Ten Hag out. You know what I mean? It's all mad at the minute.
Yeah, but I'm saying you brought the big name in, but the big name ain't got a clue.
I think.
What about Omar Biryani? What's he got to say about all this?
Omar Biryani, mate, is exactly what I told you. Omar Biryani
was.
He was an office boy. He was an office boy at Man City, 15 command. They thought they got Faldoon. They thought they got Titi Biggerstein. They thought they got Florian Soriano. They got the T-boy. The T-boy is there now.
Respect your guy, bro. Respect your guy. Look at this. You weren't talking like this.
No, you know what?
I respect the result.
I've got video tapes. I'll take that one back. Take that one back.
No, but bro, yeah, but
take that one back.
Saeed, if you
that's
took
crazy.
If you took crazy. Yeah, but bro,
you have in every office. You work in an office. There's a T-boy in your office, and you say, "Do us a favour, go get us 4 cup of tea while we have this chat."
You put your club on the map, bro. You put your club on the map, man. Put some respect to this name.
You did not.
You put your club on the map.
Big boy suit on, like
you put your club on the map, bro. Man City on the map. You put Man City on the map, but listen, you know what it is, man. I think ultimately we'll have to see what this meeting says tomorrow, innit? And then if by tomorrow Wednesday we don't hear anything, then you know what the score is, and he's kept his job.
I'm glad you mentioned this meeting because you know who the front runner is, right? And you had a lot of words.
Yes, I did.
So can we get your thoughts?
Oh,
okay.
He's shameless. Come on, Tobes, man. You know what's gonna happen next.
No, let me
He's
be
a shameless man. He's been digging at Tuchel for years, years upon years. And as soon as he comes into the club, he's gonna be singing Tuchel's name.
You know what
I mean? This is where it is, man. Come on, man.
No, real talk. I don't want him. I don't
think you can afford to say no to Thomas Tuchel in the position you're in.
Right now,
who do you want, Saeed? Who do you want?
I wanted Simeone Inzaghi. I wanted, but it's not going to be possible right now. He's not going to leave his club at this minute. But I wanted him. That's who the manager I want. But at this minute, I don't think it's going to happen. So let's see what Ineos do. It's the easy option right now is Tuchel, and I just don't want the easy option, man. You know what I mean? And that's
lucky. You'd be lucky if you ended up with Tuchel.
I don't think that is the easy option.
You're lucky.
I don't know. Right now, if they say what they are, Ineos, and they go about this structure and they say they got the Avengers and whatnot, then you go and make sure you go and get the top men in. That's what you go and do.
Go and get yourself in.
You got Omar Barad and all of these guys. You go to them and say, right, we're going to make you an offer that you can't refuse.
I think you're in a huge pickle. And obviously we know they're in a huge pickle. But even in terms of sacking a manager and getting a new whole coaching setup in, you've just spent X amount and a lot of time and money and effort bringing in a whole new coaching setup behind him. Ruud and the boys and the backup people. If you bring in Tuchel, let's just say, Tuchel is the favorite. We know how Tuchel operates. He doesn't like working with... Do you think he's going to fucking work with Jason Wilcox? Do you think Tactical Tommy is coming in to be under Ruud Van Nistelrooy with his number 2?
No chance.
You've got to think about all these things. Exactly. So if you're bringing Tuchel, Tuchel's going to want to bring his team in. That means you got
one of the things that maybe in the summer he was a bit, you know.
That means you got to sack off Ruud and all the rest of the team. It's again. Do you start?
I don't want Ruud as option. No.
But you get it.
You don't want Van Nistelrooy interim? Why not?
Nah, because what will happen is that his fan base, man.
Matisse, the problem is if they bring in, if they let Rude be the interim like they've done with Ole, and for a few games, then Rude becomes automatic fans' favorite for the job.
Yeah, exactly.
Will that be just recency bias because he propped him up a little bit because the feel good factor like Ole, or will it be a smart long term decision? I think they're in a massive, huge.
It's bro. If they'd have made this decision this summer,
do you know what? Do you know what this sounds like?
Yes.
You know what this sounds like? This sounds like when Todd Bowie, Cowboy FC started running the club from early days.
Oh, come on,
Ineos
mate. Come
era,
on. Lay off the spice, mate. Lay off the spice, mate. Don't put your circus of your club, mate. Get out of here, man. Look at this guy, bro. How is he going from literally talking about Ineos to Todd Bowley? Get out of here, man.
Nothing about profiles.
Get out of here, man.
And the media were onto Todd Bowley.
You don't even dare do that, man. Your club was a circus, mate.
The media should be dragging Ineos. You brought in a whole coaching staff behind the manager that you're going to sack. And now you're saying, hold on, now you're saying the assistant manager that's lined up to take over that you all knew about and you were all happy with. Now you don't even want him in charge. You want a whole new manager to bring in a whole new coaching staff.
This is the standards that we have.
You made signings that don't even fit with the new manager you're probably going to bring in.
Who knows? Time will tell. Nothing's decided yet. Who knows?
It's blasphemy.
Listen to me.
You should be getting criticized by the media. You should be getting dragged.
Criticized for what, man?
Absolutely. What do you mean criticized for what?
People know who these guys are. These are established personnel. Hold on a minute. These are established personnel from top clubs that we brought them. The guys are, no respect to you lot, yeah. Nobody knew who these guys were.
Who are these people?
You know what I mean? These guys,
Steve just called them the T-boys.
Omar Barada, Dan Ashworth. These are respectable guys that have been at the top jobs. I don't put no names like Chelsea and Man United together, mate. Yeah, respectable jobs.
Make the tea. Get the brew on.
Dan Ashworth sounds like a character out of Coronation Street.
Get out of here,
You know
man.
what?
He does.
You know what this is? Do you know what this is? This is you lot throwing a load of names. This is you lot throwing a load of names into the same room, and it's too many cooks in the kitchen. You don't know which way you're driving. You don't know where you're going, and you think it's all sweet. You gonna fuck around and find out. You gonna fuck around and find out.
They man had a whole bedroom in their stadium.
You know Matisse, you know who Omar supports? Who? Do you know who Omar supports?
Who?
Chelsea.
How do you know?
That's my boy.
I've seen his tweet when he was getting beat off Chelsea. He was in the airport and he tweeted Chelsea.
Come on, man. Tweet hype, man.
Tweet hype, mate.
Tweet hype, man.
Go on Twitter and ask him if he used PG tips or Yorkshire tea. Because I think Steve wants to know what he used.
Tweets, bro. Relax, man. Yo,
it's got to be Yorkshire, man. If it's not Yorkshire, no, you got to find.
Listen, man. Tweet hype, mate. You get me? Listen, we'll see, man. We'll see. But Wednesday, Thursday, we'll find out. I'm just glad there's no show till next time. You know what I mean?
Let's actually take a couple of seconds to all just calm down and think 14th.
Yeah, I know. It's mad.
14th is quite,
and the fact that they haven't sacked him because of that is very alarming. The fact that
14 losses last season. 14 losses last season,
bro.
14th, and he's still debating, shall we sack him or not? Brother,
crazy.
This is their era. This is their era. They're making the moves behind the scenes. They're making the right decisions. That is what we were told pre-season. Be prepared for what's coming. The new Man United is coming. And we're sat there watching him in 14th now. The roof's still leaking. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed.
Yeah,
it's got work.
And I remember saying during the summer, I've gone through an ownership change. Learn from my history. Just give it a minute. Give it a minute, Saeed Television, because you don't really know what they're doing, bro. They haven't done anything. They've not. No, it's not the benchmark. It's the example. And instead of following, instead of taking notes and writing down, saying, you know what, let's not get too crazy with it. You lot were doing some sort of Ineos open sesame parade for these, man. You were going crazy.
Honeymoon period is over. Honeymoon period is over.
What honeymoon?
We can have our honeymoon period. Which honeymoon? We can have our little, you know what I mean, getting gassed over it. And then we just get back down to reality. And now
why did you
not? Why did
There's
you
no honeymoon?
Because you know what it is? For 17, 18 years. Man, you got to realize it. Man United have not had structure at their club for nearly 20 years since David Gill left. You're gonna know that Man United fans are gonna be excited by having a football structure, having people who know their jobs and are footballing people.
It's just people. There's no structure.
It's a natural excitement because we've had Glazers
people in positions. Saeed, putting new people in positions doesn't mean suddenly you've got a structure. It's just people. They
Yeah, but
haven't
that has to take
done
time. It has to take time. Don't get me wrong. It has to take time. But this one here, for me, will say a lot. Will say a lot about Ineos.
Let's move on from United, man. I'm sick and tired of it.
Continue this,
No, Toby,
this manager.
Now let Toby go, man. Go on.
No, man, allow United chat, man.
Now let him land, man. Let him
Nah,
land.
man. This brother had your
No,
face
all-
on thumbnails, man. Fix up.
All I just wanted to say is take it from someone. Take it from
You
someone.
win
Take it from someone who's seen a lot of false spawns. Yeah, just because you put the right names in
Yes.
does not mean that, oh my god, it's all changed. You have to let it materialize.
Of
Let
course.
it materialize first, then you speak. You're given them
No,
way
100%.
too much praise.
I think there was this initial excitement.
Tolbert, do you know the best line was? They said, Omar Baradi, he knows all your secrets. He knows where the fucking tea bags are kept and what cupboard the spoons are in. That is about it. That's all he knows, mate. Move on now. Move on.
Oh, my brother, man.
On that
Listen.
note, there's a fair few
I might
super
see my
chats
Windsor Road or something. in them chai places.
and the chat. All right, let me get the super chats in. We keep it moving. Red Devil Rebel says, first of all, slap up the damn likes. Come on, big up the panel, big up the chat. But time for our fan base to make noise. Ten Hag out. Time for the white tissues. Yeah, still got a little while there. Next one in. Adrian says Saeed's biryani meltdown doing WWE entrances, fake understanding Dutch, and the disaster class of pro clubs, especially last game. We demand a statement. Absolute cinema. It has been. It has been. Make sure you subscribe, people. Here, there, everywhere. All the channels are in the description below. Is that United one? Yeah. Osama 10 Laden says, Saeed, I'm staying, brother. I won 2 trophies, 4 clean sheets this season, 7-0 against Barnsley. Trust the process, eh? Big up Blue Moon. I see you.
Where the hashtags then? Come on.
Hashtag biryani bitch and 2 Caliban. There you go.
Do you know what's killing me about this? He says the air like Ten Hag. Trust the process, eh? You know, like
Yeah.
Bro, it's I can't stand it.
Nah, Saeed took me out when Aaron was speaking Dutch and he was nodding his head like he understood anything. Nuruddin as well. And why does Aaron know all these Aaron knows so many languages.
Aaron knows so many languages, bro.
Bro, it's ridiculous.
It's actually mad, you know.
It's crazy. I can't lie.
And he does it proper, like it's like
That's
just
what I'm
proper,
saying.
yeah,
Like,
fair
how
play.
is he not getting confused? Nah, it's mad. He's talented.
Yeah, he's a genius.
By the way,
Man.
I just want it known. Saeed has actually set a trend here because that silhouette in that backdrop when he's there and he's got like
the two
This
people
man there.
behind.
As the season goes on, it's going to be more and more people. I'm telling you, more and more.
Yeah.
Saeed's
You know
going
how-
to start a video one day and it's going to be 10 man behind him. In hoods,
No, I'll use that
in
picture.
trackies, ready to all
Matisse,
jump
I
on the
use
mic.
that picture for everything. I ordered Uber Eats. He hasn't come for an hour. I post that picture.
It works. It
Everything.
works.
I use that picture in everything.
But do you know
Aye,
what, Grizz?
mad.
Do you know what I've clocked? We were the first one to grace that room in that way. Playback.
Oh yeah.
Remember the last?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
That last
Legendary.
playback. That last
Legendary.
playback is legendary, you know.
We were the first ones.
That last playback is legendary. Ricky says, Tob, just Saeed can't speak on Rotterdam with everything United have won. Spurs fans should be practicing silence at the monastery in Thailand the next 100 years or 1,000. Both
I
work.
didn't say you can't speak. Just don't be shameless.
Big up Daniel and Tevin. I see your chat earlier. Well, we're gonna sort that out anyway. Feel like with Ten Hag, we're just delaying the inevitable. Also, big up Saeed on the live mastermind with SDS soon. That's Wednesday.
Yeah,
So-
Wednesday, man.
Yeah, I'm there as well.
D-Band's getting it. D-Band's getting it.
Yeah, man. Show them, man, what it is, Saeed. Man.
Yeah,
Show
come
them
on.
what it is. Ramadan also says, big up Saeed on the SDS link up. Turkish, when are we seeing Big Six versus SDS for a football quiz? Because last time SDS beat FCM. Oh, Sharky Fuad's message them guys. They know we're ready. It's up to them to be ready to take us on. But Wednesday, Saeed will show Liban what it is, and
Come
then
on.
we'll take it from there. We'll take it
Come
from there. Big up Suj says some United facts: 7 games, 8 points, slowest start since 89-90. Only Saints have scored less. 0.71 goals per game, 1.1
Shocking,
more
man.
conceded per game. It's all
That's
mad.
mental.
Daggy says, or Daggy, well, you'd rather a 4-3 Saeed. You're getting your Backs blown out 3-0 20+ times in the holes. Oh yeah. Mandy says all the players look bad because they have no system, and Ten Hag doesn't even know his best team, just keeps changing them. The sooner he goes, the better. Common consensus now. What are United fans on? Inzaghi, Zidane, Alonso. These guys have legit reputation, not cash grabbers like Seven Hag. Your pool is as much as a thong on an elephant. That is a mad one. That is absolutely crazy. Omar supports Chelsea, and Jim the Rat is a Chelsea season ticket holder. Right. That's
Fishy. It's fishy.
Listen, we got moles. We got moles in the club. Do you know what I mean? Just keep doing what you're doing, boys. You'll get paid at the end of the month, as always.
The enemy within. The enemy within.
All right, cool. Let's keep it moving then. Top of the league, Liverpool 1-0 away win, 5 clean sheets out of 7. GRIZZ, I mean,
Come on, Ninja.
You know,
The season starts. The season, in my opinion, the season starts now. I said the second international break, then we take it from there. Let's see how it goes. Good start. Do you remember in the WhatsApp group? I said the big three done what they had to do.
You said the season starts. Game 12, you said last week.
No, I said by the end of game week 12, I said I'll know where we are. I'll give you a
different. You are now. You're top of the league, man. The people want to see the chest.
You don't want to see my chest, brother. I'll tell you that for a fact, son.
They're not seeing it for a few years. They need to see the people.
You don't want to see my chest right now, man. Man was benching 140, your eyes closed, but it ain't like that. In it, Tobes. Them days are long gone. But you know what it is? I said the big three done the business, and let's wait for the mid three now on Sunday. And the mid three flop, the big three won. All big three had a few issues. When I look at Palace away every season, you think to yourself, "Oh, Palace away, that's going to be tricky." But we're unbeaten in 10 there. Like literally, we've got a bad boy record over there. But you always think, "Oh, Palace away is going to be tricky." It was the best 45 minutes under Arne's slot. We were fucking liquid in that opening 45, and we should have been 2-3 up easily. And I was saying to my mates, I was like, oh, it's Barclays, it's Premier League. There's going to be a spell where the away team has a little bit of a flurry. And Palace had a couple of chances in the second half, but it should have been over by then. And then it should have been over again at the end as well when we had chances to break on them. But overall, we are where we are, man. 9 wins out of 10 games this season, literally in all comps. 4 goals conceded, 2 in the Premier League. I can't sit here and not be slightly excited, but you guys know I'm a realist, and yeah, our fixtures have been very kind. Now that's what I mean, like when I say the next 6 to 8 fixtures will tell me where my team's at. You understand? I know we're at top right now, but no one looks at the table right now. Realistically, you're an idiot if you are, or you're very inexperienced. I'm neither. I'm experienced and I'm not an idiot. So I'm going to look at it in the next few weeks. Next couple of watch-alongs on the mob are going to be, I think, epic, potentially. And then we may see my chest. But right now, we're just going to keep it moving. Ninja settings, we're here. We're not to be seen or heard. We're just playing our game by game and then see how it goes. But yeah, it was a good win. The away ends always bounce. When we win at Palace, the away end's mad. It's wicked. Otherwise, they can get really noisy, that Palace, their home ground. But we didn't hear them. We drowned them out, and with our football and the fans. So let's just keep it moving. Nothing too much to hype about so far. Just solid performances so far.
I'm very impressed, I'll be honest. Like the way you lot have started the season is ridiculous. Considering you got a new manager, I know the fixtures have been favourable, but even still, when you're expected to win, to actually go and do it is another thing in this league. So, and considering you still got people to come into this team and be at their level, like we haven't seen half your forwards even hit their level yet in terms of what you'd expect from them. So, no, it's very impressive, I'll be honest.
Yeah,
I'm impressed with the manager, to be fair. I feel like he had a lot of pressure coming into that job. Jurgen Klopp, who's going to replace him, blah, 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 blah. It wasn't a name I think a lot of the outsiders would have put to the job, but he got it. And then he had 2 options, in my opinion. He comes in, tries to make a statement, changes all the backroom staff, gets rid of everything Jurgen did, and basically says, this is my time. I'm going to make my own team. But he didn't. He was clever. He realised that the team that Jurgen left was a good side. He was relaxed with it. He gave everyone a pre-season. He worked with everybody. He knows they've got some good young kids coming through after the Carabao Cup run they did the year before. So he knows that there's a little bit of talent there. And he didn't spoil it. He just took a step back. And I feel like it was a clever move, because I feel like if he would have started messing, then you're leaving yourself open for people to criticise, or as soon as you get a bad result, it's, oh, well, you messed with this, and Jurgen Klopp would have done this, Jurgen would have done that. But he hasn't done that. And don't get me wrong, if most managers would have brought their own stamp on the club. We see it all the time. But he's just ticking along nice. The defence is looking sharp, tight. They're winning games at hard places. The Forest one, yeah, it was a blip, but I feel like it's a blip that early in the season, you've got enough time to learn about it. You don't want to be building up a head of steam and everyone blowing smoke up your ass and then you lose to Forest. At least he's had that loss now. And it was early enough for people to go, okay, get over it. So they're in the title race. We know that. We know they've got the players to do it. We know that Anfield can be a fortress and they're in it. And if people start writing them off and just overlooking them, then that's the worst thing you can do. Because when you're going under the radar, it's great. When people writing City off when they were dropping down the table, it's great, because we know in our heads we've got a good side. So write us off all you want. But I'm the same with Liverpool. I'm thinking they're well and truly in the mix. And like you say, I'm consider them as well in with the shot.
Yeah, they've been very impressive, man.
Yeah, they have been impressive. I am interested to see how they navigate the next couple of games, because
their fixtures are mad.
Because the fixtures aren't easy, and I don't think there's been a single game they've played this season where they've not been the favourite, personally, for me. I think there's only one match they've played this season where I can actually say, you know what, maybe Liverpool might slip up here, and that was Man United away, and they dispatched them 3-0. Like, I think you can only beat what's in front of you, so I think the manager and the team deserve credit for that. But I really want to see what Onslaught is made of when there's real adversity, right? Because I don't think Liverpool have had real adversity in some of the opponents they've played. However, I would like to reserve some praise. I know he should have given away a penalty, in my opinion. That was a penalty, but I think that was a penalty for me. And I know Palace came out second up, but I think Van Dijk has been magnificent this season. Every single time I watch Liverpool play, the guy is just imperious, man. Does his defensive work well, passes well, and Gravenberch, another strong performance from him. I think he got caught once in the second half, and Nketiah had a shot, but outside of that, the way in which this guy just takes the ball in the half turn and just deletes players, bro. Like, again, it's another one. I need to see more games in the six to know whether this is like your long-term position
against top players as well.
But if this is the level that he can play at and can maintain for Liverpool, then bro, they got a gem right now. Like, they've got a gem because he's playing with confidence, freedom. Like, man are bouncing off him. Like, he's getting the ball, Xing players out of the game, driving the ball forward, winning the ball back, keeping it smooth, keeping it ticking. So yeah, man, he was impressive. He was really impressive.
Probably been their best player this season.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Them two, along with Virgil. Konate, Van Dijk, Gravenberch.
But you know what? Yeah,
Gravenberch's been clear, man.
You expect it with their centre backs. Like, we know what we're getting from Virgil. Whereas Gravenberch taken me by surprise. Did not see this coming.
There was a massive gap there in midfield that they didn't ever fully go in and sort out. But the way Gravenberch has taken in, it's only 7 games, but the way he's looked in
he just looks so comfortable, man. Like, press resistant. Like, he's just so comfortable on the ball. He's been, for me, the best midfield player.
It's
one
true
of the best players of the season.
It's true what Steve said, though, because new manager coming in, he's probably said, listen, I believe in you lot. You've done what you've done over the years with Klopp. Now prove you can do it. And then if you can't, then I'll come and make my tweaks in terms of the squad. But I'm going to make my little tactical changes. I'm going to change the way we play a little bit, put a bit more control here. But I'm going to leave you lot to do what you're doing, because I'm new here. This is your home. This is your club. So you show me how you do. And then if you don't do what you need to do, then I'm gonna have my ideas on who to bring in. And right now, they've just literally cracked on and said, right, we're gonna prove it. And yeah, it's been mad. It's been
When
mad.
we last time we had a big manager change, like obviously when Graham Souness came in, Steve will remember Souness tried to change everything. He went mad. He thought, yeah, I'm the new manager of Liverpool. I know what Liverpool's about. And he tried to change everything and it didn't happen. This guy's come in and realized, okay, I don't need to go mad here. I just need to implement my style with the players that are good football players. So all he's done is slightly tweaked a few things and kept the same players, which we know they're good players. You know, obviously Klopp's style was like a basketball match. Every game was fucking emotional. Every game was like hell to. I was never comfortable. I'm not joking, guys. Every game I've been to myself personally, even this one, I was calm. Like they had a bit of pressure. Looking back, yeah, fair, no problem. When I watched the back of the game, but at the game, I was really calm. Yeah. Like his control, our control is. But as I said, the test will be Chelsea, Arsenal, and then we end the period with City and Villa away. Oh, sorry, is it City and Villa away? I think it's City and Villa away in this period of 8 games.
Yeah.
This is where it's like it gets serious now. If we are where we are right now at roundabouts,
Warhawk.
But you're not nervous.
Around, is it around?
You're not nervous for our game, are you? You're good.
Your record is quite good though, isn't it?
You're confident.
We've got a 2-week break here.
How serious is the Alisson injury, by the way? I don't know if you said anything about that.
Yeah, he looks a bad one. He's a mad guy, man. That man's a keeper.
Bro,
so much. He's a big bloke. People say it's because he eats so much meat. I don't know what the correlation is, like, but he's a big bloke, and he's an agile bloke. You know, he makes a mad like that save he made from Ismail Sarr.
Yeah.
I look back on the TV, it was a
crazy.
I didn't realize how good a save it was at the match. When I look back, it was a proper good save. You know. So
can we talk about Eze, by the way, as well? Like, I just something about him lately. Like,
he's missing his friend. He's missing his friend. Elisa, I told you.
His mind's not there. He wants to leave.
Yeah,
he don't want to be
nobody
there.
Came in for him. You know, the manager, the owner said nobody came in for him this summer. Nobody.
It's mad, you know. 60 million. No one came in.
The clause, you wouldn't pay that much. Is it
60 million?
60.
Seeing how Tottenham have spent their money over the years in some areas of their attack, you'd say 60 million. They should have pulled the trigger.
If you offer Toby in place, because
of course I'd take him.
That's what I'm saying. He would have. Yeah, he would.
I think he lacks a killer, man. A killer shot, killer instinct.
No, because at Stamford Bridge he showed it, bro. He's
got all of that.
He's got it, man.
All of that. He's not. The problem with Eze is he's the man now. Like, you're the go-to guy, and there's a different pressure when you're doing it by yourself versus when it's a double act. And
Zaha,
if he wants a big boy move, this is where he's got to shine, though, isn't it?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Show that you can be the man.
He's got to come out of it the other side.
Yeah.
I think he will.
Show that you are the man.
Yeah, I think he will.
It's true. He's always had someone with him. Elise, Zaha, Mateta was in great form. He's always had
0 wins, man.
Yeah.
I do think though the Glasner, the way he's setting up Palace sometimes, I do think he is. I'm not really
getting found out.
No, he's not that he's getting found out. I just feel like
they've had tough fixtures, man. Their fixtures need to level up as well. They've had tough fixtures as well. So let's just be patient with him.
I'm not trying to rub him out. I'm just saying I don't feel like he's utilized certain players well enough. Like, he started the season.
Losing Anderson, Elise.
Anderson was a one. Anderson was a one for me.
No, Anderson, Elise, and Decore, bro. That's your spine of your team.
Yeah, all three,
Decore was their bad boy midfielder.
Where's Decore?
He's injured. He was out for the season.
Yeah.
Cool.
And Anderson, you guys, I've said it before. I rate
Anderson's very good.
I think
I like
he could
him a
do a
lot.
job for quite a few of our teams.
He would. I was saying last season, him and Tosin. Big, I thought they could have made good moves. And
where's he gone to again?
He's gone to Fulham, bro.
Fulham.
Bro, he could have gone to United.
I think so. I think so.
Yeah, I would.
Do you remember Anderson last season?
30 million. 30 million.
Brilliant.
Are you mad?
But yeah, man, we keep it moving. As I said, great start. Second international week, we're on top. But let the real games begin now. Chelsea, Arsenal away in consecutive weeks.
Yeah, and we will be there, people. Make sure you're subscribed. Hey, Steve, on to you. City, obviously a hard-fought win behind against Fulham, 3-2 win. I was close with the 2-2, but yeah, you won it 3-2, and obviously.
Oh shit! You said 2-2.
I said 2-2 for Tottenham, Brighton, and for City, and I.
Oh shit!
Bad look.
Hit the bar.
Yes,
I said 3-1 for City, and Fulham score right at the end, man.
Yeah.
Go on, Steve,
Have I
and some case that you've won. I think the case that's
Go on,
separate to the charges or something.
Go
I
on,
don't know what it is.
Yeah, you guys won't know what it is. You know what I mean? You can bury your head in the sand, but it's, you know, it's a victory, innit? We've gone up against the Premier League. You know, they bring these rules out. They want to do this, they want to do that to affect, shall we say, the other teams, not the red teams. And we challenged it and we won. And there's going to be some uncomfortable chairman at clubs now because we're hearing about loans. 200 million pound loans, interest free.
Who's that?
You know, well, listen, they play in red. You know, they're going to win the league this year.
Michael.
You know, not your,
he said win the league. Did you not hear?
Basically, every other club in the league, basically.
But no, but you know, the loaning 200 million to yourself, interest free. Apparently, that was legal. But you know. All this earn money shit from years ago, you know, earn it and all that. Well, 200 million loan off your own chairman, that's not earned, is it? To win an FA Cup. It's all coming out in the light, but don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. There'll be another rule somewhere that says something else or whatever. But listen, we're taking the victory.
Points of Arsenal. Sorry, go on.
We're taking the victory.
There's no rules. There's no rules.
We took them to court. Yeah, we took them to court, and we proved that the rule that they, you know, put in place was illegal. And we won. And at the end of the day, it's a small victory for Man City. And I feel like other clubs are now going to benefit from it. And deals might start happening and things. So let it be done. But at least I've got to give credit to my football club for calling it out. We're not a pussy football club that takes it on the chin. We will go and fight it. But this is a small battle. It's a small victory. We've got a big one coming up again. So, yeah, happy with it. But back to the football.
I respect it.
Back to the football. City didn't play well. Fulham, very, very good. Adama Traore, we all know what it's about. If the guy could finish, we'd have been in big trouble. He has got this hoodoo on Man City. He's killed us before. You know, the pace of him killed us before. The flat foot race he had with Kyle Walker, and Kyle Walker was 2 yards in front and ended up 6 yards behind, was a bit mad.
I never once thought he's going to score, Steve.
No, I didn't. I agree.
Thought he's going to score. Mad.
The thing about with Traore, obviously, I was just seeing updates on my phone, and I just see two Traore miss. I'm just, it's what it is, man. We said it. I think. Where did we say it? Again, I did something earlier.
It's like Werner going through.
One of the best, worst players because he's got everything until the final thing. And that's the most important thing. But
Pep was teaching him how to shoot at full time. He's saying, listen, you should do this, you should do that.
He had enough.
But they was good. They had a goal. Basically, they had a goal. And they nearly come up. They scored early doors. They nearly had a goal. City aren't, this season, City aren't even out of first gear at the minute. They're not. How the hell we're there, undefeated, no problem. I'm taking it because he's still messing around with the team. 1 minute Rico's at right back, then Walker's at right back. Then he's got Akanji, Stones, Diaz, Guardiola's left back. Aki's injured. Kovacic in midfield. Gundogan there. De Bruyne's now. He's still messing. He's messing. 1 minute it's Savinho, Doku. Then it's Grealish and Bernardo. He's playing. So we've got to come up with a solution for Rodri. It's as simple as that. We aren't the same team without him in the team. We lack cover. Teams on the counter attack with a bit of pace against us are going to have some joy. We've got to realise how we can deal with that. And I've just got to give credit to Fulham. But it was a mad week. Bratislava got the win there. Fulham, we've got the win there. Go into the international break. No more injuries. And just basically, we've got Wolves away when we come back. They're not playing well at all. Wolves are getting slapped off everyone. You know, you want it. That's the kind of game you want to come back to. No disrespect. They beat us last year. You know what I mean? At Molineux. So it is what it is. But I just feel like we're not got going yet. I feel like Kovacic, ever since Toby slagged him off, has took it personally and decided that he wants to be a Real Madrid version of Kovacic. And he was driving well in midfield, having a shot. Gundogan did okay. You know, he had a bad one against Newcastle. He looked well off it. But I just feel if they play a Gundogan, Kovacic midfield with Rico Lewis, we're too slow. You've got to have a Bernardo Silva energy burst in there for me. You're pigeonholing him out on the right wing, don't work. Foden is easing back into it. So there's all sorts of shit going on. But listen, I trust Pep. He'll get it right. Let's get to January, see where we are, and we've got to buy in January. 100% got to buy. You cannot lose a player of Rodri's stature and feel like you can pigeonhole players and get through the season. You can't do it. So we need to buy some.
But does that depend on, obviously there was the athletic thing that said what?
Talk about Zubimendi maybe January.
Oh, but Pep he's closer than ever to leaving the club. Obviously that's kind of known what they said. They're not breaking any news there, but do you think January, does that have an impact on it? If he's not going to be the manager come end of the season, would you are you saying go big in January, or are you saying bring in some cover, loan, whatever?
No, whatever we can get in. I'm going to be honest with you. I've told you my opinion on Pep. I think he leaves.
Yeah.
The person that told me he was leaving today told me he's staying. So make of that what you will. And he's the guy that told me that has told me all year he's leaving, he's leaving, he's leaving. Today, the same guy messaged me and said he's staying. So I went, okay. And he went, right. So make of that what you will. He's told me that. So because this guy told me that, I'm entitled now in my head to say he's staying.
Okay, you trust him. You trust your source. I hear that.
I trust him. He's been good with me, and he's been open and honest. And if he said that, I did not expect him to say that. By the way, I was in my head last one. Even hearing Pep talk the other day, the way he talks, but sometimes he talks that broken English. You feel like there's no emotion. But he said to me, he's staying. So
I never
I'm taking
that. I knew he was going to stay. Yeah.
I don't know if I want him. Do we want him to stay?
No,
Of course not.
Well, of course not, man.
Yeah, what kind of question is that?
Are you sick of this yet, or you got another 3 years left in you lot? Because I don't know if I'm ready for him to go yet. Because I don't know if I'm ready to be in the fight. So I'm not. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. I'm like, no, it's not TOBS. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? If we're not there, me and you, if we're not ready to be title contenders, we need this guy to stick around. Are you ready?
I was just about to say, you know that Vince Carter meme where he goes,
I've never been ready.
I've got one more in
Farmers League. Is that what you want?
I got one more left in me.
I got 3 more in me. So
let me get in the super chat around City. Big up Roberto. He says City successfully challenged the Prem and won the APT case. You red cartel mutants are finished. Just dropped in to collect some rival tears. Big up Matisse, Chelsea, Everton, and Newcastle. They not like us. Matisse loves it.
If City were guilty, if got found guilty or whatever today and of this case and all that, there'd be fucking 300 super chats by now calling everyone and every name. But apparently nobody's asked. But at the end of the day, you've got to give them credit because they called it out. And the Premier League, we need to take a step back. You might not like Manchester City. You might hate Manchester City. You might want to have that comfort blanket of the 115 and the asterisks and all this bullshit. That's fine. You can cope with that all you want. But you've got to realise that this Premier League, have been beaten in court the last month off Leicester. They've just been beaten again by Manchester City, right? This is the governing body of the biggest league in the world. This is the league that we think our football clubs are being treated.
We know
right.
There are a bunch of
People are calling it out now. So and some of the things that were, some of the things that were said, especially about Newcastle and about Gulf-owned states and things like that, it's fucking not on. It's not on. And these Arab owners, why should they just take that on the chin? Because they're not fucking idiots. None of them are. You know what I mean? Look what they own. Look what they're doing. You only have to go to Saudi Arabia or Qatar or Dubai. We all want to go there because it's fucking mega. Yeah? So these guys ain't taking it on the chin. So if they see a flaw that someone's written or a rule that they think is unfair, they're going to challenge it. And they've challenged it. So listen, give credit. I'm giving credit when City win. And if Manchester City go on and they do this 115 and they win, I'll be here. If they lose, I'll be here. But people need to be consistent. And I feel like football clubs, some of them in the background will be thinking, fucking hell, now City's won that, we can do this. Or now City's done that, we can now get this. So It's not all about Man City, and you might hate Man City, but I'm telling you now, Manchester City could be doing some good for football. If it gets this Premier League to get their act straight and book up these rules and get it right, then let them do it.
They got Blue Moon, another City regular. He says, Man City having to defend ourselves against the Red Cartel and Spurs. The Premier League are corrupt. Big up Everton, Newcastle, and the Chelsea for back in the ting.
Yeah, sounds like we're going to be on the right side of history. It's good stuff.
Look at
Where
you.
was,
You think Chelsea are ever on the right side of any?
You're on the mighty Chelsea.
where was this? Where was this a couple of years ago when Abramovich was loaned this stupid club billions, bro? Where was this?
Hey, listen.
Got out there while he could.
On to other things now. I just want my Paramount sponsorship back.
I'm sure I saw another City one, but there. Stone says Fulham are the best side I've seen at the Etihad in the whole of 2024. Very
Marco
impressive.
Silva.
We was lucky to win it or win that. Actually, there's another one. Hybrid Ultra says Big Steve reads the headlines. Our loans are not interest free. We pay 1 to 2.75%. Kroenkes took out a Bank of England loan to pay off stadium debt, which we now pay interest on that loan back to the Kroenkes. Also, loans can become equity. Yeah, I think regarding us, I think what it is that us using shareholder loans as well as the majority of the Premier League was used by City to say, what's the difference between us getting that money from a sponsor and them getting that money from, basically we can do the same thing, and that's how the case was thrown out. So the rule might change moving forward, but yeah, no wrongdoing was done as far as I know anyway.
If Sheikh Mansour if it come out in the court that Sheikh Mansour loaned Manchester City 300 million interest free, the fucking whole football world will be having a meltdown. This is what people need to realize. If City do it, it's meltdown because they're winning. If someone else does it and they're not winning, no one cares. Simple as that.
City didn't win the case, says New. Both the Prem and City had wins, and a lot of City's claims got ruled out. Reading the entire ruling is important.
I've read it, and the main ones, the points that we wanted to make, the main ones over our sponsorship deals and treating us unfairly, we won. We threw a load of other into the mix as well, which you do doing these things. While you're there, you've got to try and challenge things. But Manchester City are very, very happy with this result. The Premier League are not, and it made their rules look laughable. And listen, take that all you want. Manchester City's coming out of this today with a bit of credit. The Premier League are looking like amateurs. They've lost to Leicester, they've lost to City, and they've got an even bigger one coming up. So we'll see.
A few more. Hassan says, yes, I agree. I don't like City, but people like to hate on the golf. Yeah.
Fact.
No world problem. Jerk says those teams like Newcastle and City are older than their owners' granddads finding oil. Those teams like Newcastle and City. It's too late for me to try to decipher that. AJ says no one hates City. We all just hate the fact that money is ruining football. What would be next? Super League. We will all be here for it. Yeah, we're always going to be here. On that note, that's the City segment done, I believe. Yep. And there's only one to talk about now, and that's Arsenal Southampton. Listen, let's get straight into it. I mean, the lineup, I expected change, and change is what I got. I thought it might be a bit more adventurous with Ranieri or Lewis Skelly. It was quite stiff in midfield, and I think first half that showed. We still had chances to take the lead, which we probably should have, but yeah, you're always running the risk when you're not taking your opportunities, and that's what happened in the first half. We move on to the second, we go 1-0 behind, and then we really kick into gear. 3 minutes there, I have to big up Havertz, which I've done sporadically over the last year, but that's a finish. That's a proper number 9's finish. I mean, if he can start adding a bit of that to everything else he does, because I don't deny he does everything else quite well, works well outside the box, inside the box, nuisance. That goal, just one touch outside, a bit of space, buried it in off the post. Loved that. And I love the celebration more, the lack of it, because that was 1-1. And I've seen Arsenal players in the past go crazy, drawing 3-3 to Bournemouth or 2-2 to Palace in the last minute of games. This is 1-1 with Southampton. He's just scored probably his best goal for the club and straight back to business. I can't lie. That's probably the best thing I like about him, because he came into Arsenal with this shy Havertz title. Yeah, and listen, I didn't watch him week in, week out at Chelsea sporadically, but he's far from shy. He's far from shy. I think you man have to remove that tag from him.
Give him his props.
He's about it. If you can question his quality and all of that stuff, even that is improved. But he's about it. He's on it. Like it might be the confidence that's done it to him.
You're right, Batista.
I'm fine. It's a great goal. It's a brilliant goal. It's an elite level finish. I think he's equaled Robin van Persie's record, 7 in 7 at the Emirates.
7 straight.
We did say when he signed, he reminds us of Robin van Persie, a little bit of him, bit of Burkamp. And he's shown that's exactly what he's on. He's about his business, yeah.
Why can't
his business?
So... I don't get it. Why can't you just be fucking genuine? 2 hours, 14 minutes in, you're chatting shit. Why?
What a finish, though, man. That was unbelievable.
It was a sick finish. Sick finish.
And then the assist for Saka was quality. I don't know what Ramsdale's doing. He has to save that, but
Saka? Yeah, I mean, Saka was the star of the show, though. But,
what a pass for Martinelli. Yeah, what a pass.
Assist for Saka?
Huh?
No, Saeed said the assist for Saka.
The cross.
So assist from Saka.
Oh, from Saka. Oh,
yeah. Martinelli.
Martinelli.
Havertz's goal was good, but yeah, like I was watching highlights of that game. It looked like Saka was the one that was making shit tick, bro.
Yeah, personally. It was. He was the star of the show, clean. It's just that goal from Havertz. I mean,
I ain't never seen him score a goal like that.
Brought us back to it straight away.
Yeah. I'm shocked. Yeah, who knew you could actually like strike a ball, strike it true? But the thing is, you have to give him plaudits. You have to, because the amount of shit this guy has taken. And to be honest with you, he did keep it moving. He did keep it quiet. He didn't brag about it in press media. He doesn't react in sort of his celebrations. He doesn't do the usual where you can associate certain Arsenal players with, you know what I mean? Oh, yeah, over sort of elaborating on, chatting, whatever.
All that, he does. He's head down, he's on, yeah.
He deserves the praise now. People have absolutely slaughtered him for the move, for the prize, for everything. And he's showing that, you know what I mean? He's been a very shrewd buy from Arteta and the way he's utilized him.
You got to give Arteta credit, I think, as well, because
100%.
It's coaching, isn't it? It's coaching, it's understanding what positions he picks up and how to deploy him. That's
it. Yeah. Look at the difference between that and Hoyland.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? It's night and day.
Yes.
That's crazy. Trossard, you brought in Trossard. Now, we knew Trossard was a good player at Brighton, could be handy, but we didn't really know what position he's going to settle in. He still hasn't settled in a position, but every time Arteta utilizes him, it's effective. Whether he plays him on the right, left, in the midfield, up front. You know, again, going back to Ten Hag's coaching of players, it's a fucking shambles. So it is all about, look at Liverpool, look at Slot's coaching of the players. You know, Luis Diaz, playing total different from the Luis Diaz last couple of seasons. Do you know what I mean? So it's all about coaching. Gravenberch, coaching. What are you smiling for, Porcel?
How did I know you'd sneak Liverpool in there? How did I know?
Wait, hold on, because we're 9 wins out of 10 and the coach has been coaching.
This time I think it's fair. It's fair. This time it's fair.
The coach is coaching. You know, it's not my problem. None of your coaches are coaching. Well, your one is Namreska. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Used to coaches ain't coaching. Top right and bottom middle and top right. Your coaches ain't coaching people. Your coaches need to coach.
And I don't disrespect Ange, man. Ange is coaching.
He's not coaching. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I find it disgraceful this weekend. Especially, I was told about the comments. If you fucking said that and then you put in a performance like that, I know where Toby's coming from about blowing up airports and shit. You can't be making those comments. I'm here to entertain.
Yo, the monetization is finished.
Don't get us demonetized, bro.
Limited.
Yeah, I know, man.
Far too late.
Man, you're crazy.
Another one down the drain
FBI
this season,
up in here,
man.
bro. You know what I mean? Torches.
Yellow dollar sign, man. It's crazy.
Bro, man.
Fake, man.
Yellow dollar sign.
The Federals.
I'd be fuming.
No, but yeah, Havertz, Martinelli comes on, needed a goal. Saka great assisters, but told me
Martinelli on a bit of a roll, though. Martinelli on a bit of a roll.
2 and 2. That's what we need.
Okay.
I mean, look, Sterling started the game. Martinelli comes on, gets a goal, and I think even before this game, Martinelli stared.
How was Sterling?
You know, Tino T.
If you need him back, then you might need to just pull that trigger on it. And
At the first start, I heard he's kind of rusty in it.
Nah, he's rough.
He's right. Yeah. He's definitely. I don't know.
Is it tough knowing how you spoke about him last year to have to now watch him play for your club?
Is it tough? I mean,
This is why I don't want former players like from man.
Yeah, it makes me sick.
I heard
It
It's
does.
tough, isn't it? It's not
I
easy.
heard he was funny.
Huh?
I heard Jesus was
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my
He
God.
was probably worse.
The
Remember
incredible
when
Jesus.
when Grizz was talking to him like he was Ivan Toney and I was saying upgrade on, and then for some reason Grizz is like, nah, respect Jesus and that. Remember, Grizz?
Oh.
Now you were, man. I swear down. We got VAR on that one. When I said, get Ivan Toney to upgrade, and you were like, nah, man, nah. Got Jesus.
But Jesus has fought
Nah,
like
trust-
in the last 18
Trust
months.
me, you did say that.
Jesus has
It's
fought.
the
a lot.
injury,
We need to get the VARs in.
Yeah,
But
it's
yeah.
injury
He was a
and
good player. I don't know what's happened to him. The injury
Injuries
must
have got the better of him, man.
finished him. Yeah.
Injuries,
he
man.
was never
Come
he
on.
was never a good striker.
injuries?
Like, he was
Really?
always a good player. Now he's not even a good player, or he's not showing it at the moment. That's
He's
the-
going back to Brazil, man. He's going to end up in Brazil next year.
That's
He's
it.
finished.
That's it.
Yeah, well,
Some
we
of these
hope. But
Brazilians have a shelf life of up to about 30, man, and then they retire.
He ain't
Where's
near
Zinchenko?
30. That brother ain't
Where's
near
Zinchenko?
30. You know.
I've
Barbecues
never
and
seen
you know what I mean?
Zinchenko
Tequilas.
anywhere. I haven't seen him for a fucking while.
I think
Zinchenko.
he's
Injured,
had an
innit?
injury for a little while, but because we're so stacked defensively, like I don't even know what the injury is. Like,
They're both finished, man.
And-
They're both finished. It's mad, but Arsenal have moved on from Zinchenko and Jesus. Honestly, they have.
Yeah,
Immediately.
exactly. Yeah.
Well, in
When
one
they came in,
season.
it was, yo,
yeah.
But that one season, they were good. They were
They
good.
done what they had
Yeah.
to do.
Huddles,
Yeah,
plenty of huddles.
Bournemouth away.
Loads of huddles. Loads of hugs.
The huddle master, Zinchenko.
Yeah, man.
They done what they had to do, and now now we have. It doesn't even seem like we have moved on. But yeah, let's move on here as well, because we've still got 16 super chats that I'm gonna try get them. So I'm gonna get 10 of these in. I'm gonna try get all of them in. Let me try get all of them in. Jazzy Jeff with a free parter says, panel, close your eyes and imagine, number one, your club not being relevant for 60 plus years. Number two, forcing a 63 European win just to fit in with the big dogs. Number three, your derbies being yearly cup finals. 4, being hired as a rival club stripper. 5, your club's got identity, a bottle. 6, a club logo having a smelly aura. 7, your biggest triumph in the 21st century, Beyonce singing at your stadium.
No
Spurs
response,
will
please.
always humiliate English
I
football.
checked that
No
out.
response, man. Just
No, I agree. I said I checked that out for the first one, bro. Just
Wow.
I checked that from the first one.
Jazzy Jeff.
He really has some, he's, I don't know what Tottenham have done to him, but yeah, or TOBS, one or the other. It seems like more TOBS, to be honest. But Total Eclipse says, big up you, man. Only, hey, Jazzy Jeff, just a heads up, yeah? Now, I know there's a character limit with the super chats, and I'm not even asking you to send super chats, but if you do do a yellow one, it gives you more characters, and that might be cheaper than what you're doing there in terms of sending free. And I don't know, I might be wrong, but I'm trying to help you here, because it's not the first time you've done a 2-3 parter. Only actor missing from that movie of an intro was Steven Seagal. Turkish, will we ever get a Thuggery face reveal live on stream one day? This man needs his plaudits. Maybe one day. Maybe one
nah,
day.
he's
like
got
the
a
stick.
face.
It's
He's
like
got
the
a face.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a face
Not
for
really
radio.
a face.
You don't want to see his face, man. You
yeah,
lose
exactly.
all respect.
Oh,
You don't want to see his face, you lose all respect.
Grace.
You lose all respect for him, man.
Oh,
He ain't about
Man said it's like when them FT accounts do a face reveal, they said, yeah, put the player back
Yeah,
up.
yeah. Yeah, we don't want to know.
Them, well, I swear down, them FT accounts, but imagine like they chat so much shit, I
Bro.
swear down, bro. Like,
Man said,
What
yo,
is-
stick to aggregating.
Yeah.
Hey, yo. Listen, love for the super chats, but I did just say, like, enough.
I know, innit, man.
And the
Love
man
for the
just
love, though,
brings
man.
out the 9.99s, like, come on, man. Come on, like, I'm gonna get it in. I'm gonna get it in. But look, Grizz is gonna be on to me later, man. He's gonna be like, brother, come on, man. I'm
He's on
tired.
to you now.
Grizz, uncle, I'm sorry, man. Look
He
at what's
started at
happening.
9 today, fuck's sake.
You're the community, man.
You know what? Yeah. Do you know what?
We started early today.
When there's
I was
no
happy.
game, when there's no game, we can try to start at 8 o'clock. I'm not against it. I'll be honest. I'm
Yeah,
not
you know
against
what?
it.
That's a shout, you know.
I'm not against it.
Cool. 16 super chats to go. Kareem, this one's an in-depth one that I don't think we could all go around and do our favorite players of all time from each other's team, because that's
Long.
that's 6 times 5, mate. That might be a piece of content on its own. or for another
we
day.
might touch up on the weekend at some point and do a little TikTok or something about it.
The best non-Big Six striker for me, Raul Jimenez, other than Big Steve. Would you guys, Isak, if we're talking fit and healthy? Yeah,
it's the best.
Isak,
Yeah.
And Wemo.
Yeah, I'd say right winger though, isn't it?
Yeah, but he's playing in front now.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Ollie Watkins is there as well.
Yeah. AJ said Jesus and Zinni served their purpose. Get us back to the top. Time to move on. We are bigger than Tony. Saka is him. Come on, you Gunners. Respect to everyone. If Spurs win a Champions League before Arsenal, are they the bigger club? Would like to hear everyone's opinion. Amazing work, guys.
Listen, I'm not gonna speak.
No, man. No.
Even TOBS is saying no there.
I don't think that would make us a bigger club, but boy, if that did happen,
I don't think they'd care. I'll be
Yeah,
honest.
moderation.
You'd be fucked if that happened. Yeah, you could, if you that
happened, they
I'm
need
joining you.
let me tell you something. If that ever happened,
Toby,
that
I would
debate,
join- I
that
would
debate
dance
is
on
the
Grace,
least of
bro.
your problems. I'll be
I
honest.
would
If that
dance.
ever happened, that's the least of your
honestly,
problems.
I wouldn't even give two shits about who's bigger than you, bro.
Yeah.
Trust, if that ever happened, oh my days. So
Yeah,
many
because
people-
really that argument is all. Yeah, I get that.
So many
Really, you
people-
want the trophies.
That night, Turkish, when Tottenham was in the final, you must have been
I
shit.
know what I was going to say.
I've said this before. It's the second worst day night I've had as a football fan behind the Champions League final. It's the second worst, and it wasn't even Arsenal playing. And this is just me talking naturally, the natural feeling before the Champions League final, butterflies during it, gassed, 1-0 up, pain. I was nearly crying in the photo booth at the end of it.
It's because you haven't won it.
Tottenham,
Yeah.
I was 2 weeks before I was praying. I was listen.
You got a lot to thank Liverpool for.
Was your
Oh,
cup
videos.
Turkish?
Oh,
Was
Robbie.
your cup Turkish?
Robbie was doing them hypothetical questions
You
and that.
never walk alone.
If you could win this,
Yeah,
when you don't win this.
You didn't walk alone that night. I'm telling you.
No, I remember him.
That's a fact.
That man there.
One day, God. One day, God.
And
please.
then the good thing about that one though was that 5 minutes in, it's a penalty. I was like, yes, Spurs. What
Well,
was that?
finished, yeah.
Yeah,
They-
straight
you know,
away. So it was a bit
history.
One day, God, please. Please.
Swedish says Turkish Japan Diblin. Oh, Diblin. Yeah, I mean, I know we had
Good
to
player,
read through
man.
the last
Good
few
player.
reviews, but good
He's
player,
cooked
man.
a couple, man. He cooked Dallo, was cooking Calafiori a couple of times. Boy, he was cooking a
looks
couple
good,
man.
man. He looks good.
Yeah.
One to keep an eye on.
Matisse, what is your hang up on the Trent contract? It's not our fault. The right back is training. Your right back is training to be a school janitor.
Listen, you have nothing to worry about. You seem to have the situation under control. Don't stress.
Why is Emery on a pedestal of being the best manager in the league after Pep? But when he gets outplayed by Ipswich United, he gets no criticism. Doesn't make sense.
He gets plenty of credit.
Tough timing after he just beat Bayern Munich. I'll be honest.
Do you know what I mean? Get over it.
Micah says, Rudiger said to Cams, the centre-backs in the Premier League at an all-time high. Van Dijk, Konate, Diaz, Stones, Gvardiol, Kanji, Saliba, Gabriel, VDV, Romero, Colwill, too. Yeah, but we've just started saying names there as well. But it's a strong list. It's a strong list. Yeah, we went off on a tangent near the end there, but yeah. I don't know what other era. I mean, Vidic, Rio, Terry.
This isn't the all-time high, by the way.
Nah.
No, this
Nah.
definitely not.
Nah, I wouldn't say it is.
What I will say is the absolute best right now can mix it with some of the.
Yeah, they can mix it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Saliba's definitely going to be one of the best
Oh,
Premier League all-time centre backs.
I won't even talk about him, but
He
he's
stays.
there.
And Van Dijk already is. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Ibby says, one season wonders, start, bench, sell. Cisse, Michu, Roque, Santa Cruz. Start, bench, sell.
Easy.
I'm
starting Cisse.
I'm
starting Cisse. Cisse was ridiculous that season.
I'm starting Michu or Santa Cruz.
I'm starting Michu.
Yeah,
No,
Michu.
Okay, Santa Cruz was a
Cisse.
striker.
I'm starting Michu or Santa Cruz. Santa
He
Cruz
was.
and Blackburn
Each of them.
was
Are you man forgetting what Cisse was doing that season?
I'm saying I'm picking Cisse.
That's for 6 months. Michu and
It was a whole season, I swear.
No,
It
wasn't a
was.
whole.
No, they were all like.
It wasn't a whole season.
No.
He came in January and he batted it up for 6 months and was dead. Rocky, Santa Cruz and Michu at least did it for a whole season. I'm taking
fair.
any of them over.
Well, Santa Cruz probably did it for a few seasons now.
Yeah.
Santa Cruz
He went to
starts.
Man City- he went to Man City, then the injuries.
Oh yeah. He was one of the first one in the door with Joe and
Yeah, people that
all
know
them
will
lot.
know Santa Cruz.
Joe was a
Yeah,
I did like
Santa
Santa Cruz.
Santa Cruz
It's hard, bro.
is better than Cisse, but because I'm starting Michu, I'd rather Cisse off the bench because he's a wild card more than Santa Cruz for me. But Santa Cruz is better. But you want someone to volley it from 35 yards with his back to
Trust
goal
me.
and get something out of nothing. It's
The
Cisse.
technique was mad.
Yeah. News says the ruling reiterated the fact that the rules are fair. They just need updates. That one goes back to that conversation. Suit says, big up everyone. Make sure you show support and subscribe. Let's get the Big Six to 100k, Turkish and Matisse to 100k, Big Steve to 25k, TOBS to 20, GRIZZ to 40, and Saeed to 100k. Come on, Such. Come on. He's right, though. Go show some love, people. They're all there. Big Six popping, fire in the chat, banters flying, facts on tap, titles, transfers, who's on top in this mix. The talk won't stop.
Bars.
Say no more, my guy.
My guy.
Big up Jay, big up Dennis, big up the channel. Come on, you gunners. Toby, roid rage ain't a legal defense to prevent Guantanamo. Karma, bottling water is light work compared to waterboard. Nah.
These pussies. Why can't rage just be rage? Is just because you ain't got muscles, it has to be roid rage. Why?
Dan said these pussies.
True. I'm sick of doing roid rage.
Big up Dennis, man. Dennis, that's my Turkish brother, man. Yeah. Don't worry.
Nah,
Love for the
Fun Dennis as well. I said fun Dennis.
Cool. Don't worry, man. News says City and Newcastle wanted the APT rules to be annulled because they're unfair. The court found APT rules to actually be fair and needed. Down to the last six. JJ says state-owned clubs are a joke. They'll pay off whoever needs to be paid, Premier League, PGML, you name it. And with the best lawyers, they're covered. Tomorrow we'll hear of Riyadh Dry Cleaning 200 mil sponsorship deal for the Toons. FFP's a joke. The thing I will say here is the Premier League also have enough money to make sure there's no cracks or loopholes or loose ends in the contracts and rules they make as well. As much as, yes, obviously state-owned or oil-rich or any type of billionaire can afford the best lawyers, but why are there holes in something that's been created by an organization that's got billions behind them? They could use the same people that were used or are being used by Man City, for example, now to have done the rules 10 years ago or whenever they were implemented. So, you know, there's money everywhere when we're talking about these people and these organizations and groups in football. Jay Gooney says Arteta has a captain save a whole mentality and it usually doesn't work, but I can't lie, Havertz has been good for us. It's like looking up and seeing Tiana Trump in the house cooking and cleaning. That is crazy the way you ended that.
This is mad.
That is absolutely crazy the way you ended it. I heard an expression last stream that he wants to join you lot on FC 25. He said he plays left wing.
Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna make that happen, people. We're gonna make that happen 100%.
That's gonna be wild, you know. Like expression,
it's gonna be crazy.
Man, it's gonna be mad.
Imagine X and yeah, that's gonna be mad.
Yo.
X and GRIZZ even. Nah.
Bro.
LL Cool
Relax the ball. You got relax what, blood?
Big up you lot. I
thought Steve's gonna come and relax the ball. Steve came in and broke every leg that was available to be broken.
I was left exposed, man. I was left exposed. That was like being left near the buffet table at P Diddy's party. I was exposed, mate. Exposed.
If people want to see the real butcher, go and rewatch fucking.
You men just do what you want up there. No problem. Lose the ball. Don't give a fuck. Blame Steve. I'm on my own at the back, taking out people's legs, ripping people.
Bruv, we had 6 men in the last game, Steve. You had 5 men sent off.
You know what I mean? Yeah, but listen, if you've got to go, you actually lose your head. You know what I mean? Once you lose your head, you lose your head.
Bro, what's going on? Turkish ended the stream before we could say bye.
I was angry.
Somebody said we never had a shot in that game at the end, and we did. I had a shot from left wing, and the guy on the line edited it off the line.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I thought Steve's gonna come and relax the ball. No. Things are here to be broken. Fucking hell.
LL said, "Big up you lot. Think Liverpool can compete this whole season, or will they fall off?" Hard to say. Very early, game week 12.
Don't worry about us. Oh, cool, Jay. Don't worry about us.
More on the APT rules just need to be updated, which is a City win, although annulment was the goal and will be reinstated. A Prem win. Talks of a landslide win by City PR. And last one again from Dennis. Respect for being a bold fan and not scared of speaking your beliefs. Bellerin, Wenger, you said it first. Don't listen to man who say men can't wear Uggs. You got this, bruv. Do you and no one else. Dennis, Tobes is right. You are a one character, to be honest with you. Turkish or not Turkish, yeah, you can hold that as well.
Oh, really? No. Bring it up.
Man. No, man, don't worry, man. The show's done. We're done. 2.5 hours, a special for international break. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hit the like button, and hopefully you're enjoying if you're watching after you hit the like button too, people. Scroll down, individual links below. Look at the way Tob started the show and look at the way he's ending it. That's the Big Six family. Look at the smile.
That's it, man. Come back, man.
Look, new man, as we leave.
Peace.